Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For another round of Andy the Commentator.
What's up, dude?
Hello. Good evening. Are you ready to spend the night with your favorite pug on the internet?
Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait to stare at this OBS broadcast screen for 3 hours. It's gonna be great.
All right, so we have semifinal number 2, Telethar versus prdwong. Standard Sword Assured Pottery Lottery this evening.
Yeah, the runners did opt. It was the runners' choice if they wanted to do an alternate mode, and these guys did decide to do Pottery Lottery. So we're gonna be picking up a lot of things and throwing them.
Yeah.
But hopefully they won't be throwing the match. Yeah, both these are very strong door runners. I mean, we are in the semifinals here, so the winner here gets to go play the victor of this morning's match, Arier, who dominated with a, not only was it sub 2 hour, but it was a sub 150 door rando seed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts, dude. Granted, I mean, it wasn't Pottery Lottery like these guys are running, but that is an incredible time by any standard of any kind of door seed.
Still had my music on and I wasn't paying attention. All right. Anyways, here we go. Hi. We got Hollow Knight music on Telethar side. Let's go. Wow, leaving the 20 behind. Unbelievable.
No item. I mean, that's. I mean, it's Shopsanity, right? You're gonna want all the monies, but apparently not.
Unfortunately, we probably won't be getting any 8-check dungeons this evening. Probably. I actually think the lowest Pottery Lottery dungeon I've ever gotten was 8 exactly. Smallest dungeon I've literally ever seen in my entire life.
I mean, 8 is the magic number, right? Yeah, I do like the standard start door rando is definitely like a super interesting way to start.
I bet there's a Smaria right here.
I was gonna say there better be a Smaria in here, or we're in trouble.
I would have questioned Plumeria Knight's ability to vet these seeds if that wasn't a Kata Smaria. Wow, how did prdwong survive?
Just wondering. I think did he?
He must have gotten boosted by like a skull or something.
Yeah, but do the red skulls do have? They must.
I think the bones do a half heart.
What a gamer!
But I don't know.
You know, early bomb bag upgrade is not the worst thing.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. That's especially indoors.
Yup, with no boots, you might be getting a lot of bomb walls and various other things. Maybe less interesting in a, you know, in a seed where you start off with a weapon already, but still useful.
One of the flipper rooms out of the way already is also really nice.
That's, and this tile's got items on it, so.
Nice
Ooh, early
Pearl
Moon Pearl.
Early Pearl is probably like the scariest thing in like entrance shuffle, sure, but indoors with entrance shuffle, I'm like, nah, dude. Give me like that last location Pearl.
But like, you know, like once you have, wow, and hammer, what is up with this seed?
this is a nice start.
Usually with a Pottery Lottery, just the sheer number of checks that are out there means you're getting a lot of garbage just because it has to be. But not so much here. GT Big Key. Usually not surprised to find the Hyrule Castle Big Key at some point, but getting extra bonus Big Keys in here, never a bad thing.
I think this is the first time I've done standard doors in a long time where the Hyrule Castle Big Key wasn't like in the pot next to the uncle.
A hook shot too?
Yeah. That'll happen sometimes. Yeah, it all just depends on what rooms end up getting shuffled into standard. But we're probably gonna need the hook shot to escape, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable assumption. Yeah, I was about to say, weren't they told not to go through lobby doors there? Luckily, it didn't. It ended up not hurting them. There's a small issue with this branch where because they used to what? They used to just be flat.
They used to just
doors
be
that were supposed to be there. Or
they used to be gone.
Yeah.
Hey, that little bit of information could make or break this race. You never know.
Yeah. Knowing that the Lake Hylia Island entrance is one of the Hyrule Castle, I'm getting out my DQ hammer right now. It's happening.
We got another one.
All right, so both runners with their Moon Pearl and their Cane of Myrna. We're double caning it already. Only 5 minutes in.
Thank you for politely calling me out about my tracking
yeah, no
abilities.
Problem, buddy. I got you. in like 2 hours from now, it's gonna be like, hey, shitter, click that key.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, I wonder what happens if you bring Zelda outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say Telethar paying attention to the directions there, at least for the second time.
All right, we found the throne room. So yeah, the way standard nice big key door. The way standard doors works, it follows the same escape sequence progression as the vanilla game does. So enter Hyrule Castle. You find Zelda in her cell with a big key. You find the throne room to progress through the throne room, and then next step is the sanctuary. So, you have a sequence of events that still always happens in the standard opening.
And there could be any number of, doors, rooms in between those stages, but yeah, they have to be encountered in that order.
And like in terms of full clearing, yep, there it is. In terms of full clearing these dungeons, all of those checkpoints that I listed are basically like faux save and quit points. So you do kind of want to be a little bit mindful about what order you do things in and like how thorough you are, because it might not be as easily accessible a second time around.
I'm a bit shocked that Moldworm 2 drop didn't lead to the other staircase in the room right above it.
We got 2 pots.
Nice thing about Pottery Lottery is this room is suddenly not a huge waste of time anymore.
That's honestly why I love pots with doors so much, because you walk through all these like absolutely meaningless rooms, but now they have meaning and it's great.
Yeah. I missed what small key was it that was in that meaningless room?
Desert, I believe.
Desert.
I might have to open up prdwong's stream on my other monitor as a secondary source, because their tracker is so tiny on their actual stream that I can't see it with how small my restream window is.
Oh yeah, I've got their other stream up here. I can keep a looky-loo out. But yeah, it is pretty small.
I'm just imagining like how much you, the chat room, would complain if I had this much information on my stream this tiny.
Yeah, that fall that PRD took definitely, at least the second unintended one, definitely slowed him down a little bit because it had to go all the way back around through to that Moldorm 2 drop. So
Ooh,
a small
leaving.
lead.
Okay, not leaving. Yeah, the sanctuary room is always an exit. In the this version of the doors standard opening. So now that Zelda is saved, all of the faux save and quit points from the escape sequence are gone. So if we mirrored right here, it'd go back to the beginning of the dungeon and not like the throne room or anything. Yeah, smart of both runners to just keep it going.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have used all of my burn of magic when I have a hammer, but you know. That's okay.
Yeah, same. But okay, so that's where that other Moldorm 2 door was there.
Yeah, we've already found. Can we be 3 for 3? And I don't think it's possible with the amount of checks we have left with GT bosses in Hyrule Castle.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
There's too many pots above Armos.
Good on Telethar for remembering that this door isn't always a shutter door now.
Yup. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is it. This is all of Hyrule Castle.
Yep. Telethar demonstrating one of the few pot gotchas in Pottery Lottery. There are pots underneath that compass room chest. In EP?
Yes.
So yep, that is every check in Hyrule Castle.
Oh, we're continuing. I guess they want to check one of the other exits, I suppose.
Well, we saw one that was the
Hylia Islands.
Cave.
Yeah.
But I think there was one more that was not looked.
Can we remember where it was though?
That is the problem, isn't it? There's definitely lots of schools of thought. Like some runners will track every branching door path in a dungeon. Some will just leave notes. There's a few madmen out there that don't even use notes for internal dungeons.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So that is interesting. Okay, less interesting.
Yeah, that's way less interesting now. Although it depends on when we get up to Death Mountain, but
yeah, but that's usually like a entrance shuffle as early as possible scenario. You just want that extra save and quit point just to maybe make something easier.
Yep, but not not as much there.
The rare Hario statue or Hario painting pull.
Yeah,
love it.
I'm super intrigued by Telethar's "I'm too good for money" strats here. He's skipped about 50 rupees at this point.
He did leave his rupee count on 69, so you know. Nice.
You're right. What a gamer. Of course, as soon as you said that, it's gone.
Yep. It's alright. It's the thought that counts.
Is it though? All right, Hookshot Cave, plenty of pots.
Hookshot Cave kind of awkward in Pottery Lottery, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that extra fall hurting in there.
Yeah. So here's you saw a little Pottery Lottery exclusive there. So when Pottery Lottery first came out, having items under every pot led to some sprite limit issues. But a fix for that was if you hit the sprite limit, the pot despawns that you lift up and not the item underneath it. So that's a nice little quality of life change, so that you don't get screwed.
Yeah, that was pretty damaging in the earlier builds for sure.
Yeah, it would, like, you would lift up a pot and it would just go and you just have to hope you were paying attention and heard the noise over whatever else was happening. Yo, we love more tile rooms in our randomizer, let me tell you.
Yes, I was just about to say, like, oh man, I hate having to do this in Potto.
Oh, but like when this one pot is something important,
you feel like a gamer then.
it's like that dumb room on Death Mountain that just has one pot that you have to hookshot to with fairies in the back.
Oh, yes. Ugh. But I mean, again, we're joking about it's lame, but it really Potto Lotto really gives you like the full depth of what this game has. And honestly, a hard container at this point in the game, not the worst.
Yeah, not too bad.
Decreased your hard capacity by 33%. Math.
Early bumper cave, another thing that you'd be like, nah, I can't do this, I don't have a cape. But wait,
There's more. Alright, it's just a CT small, but we take those. Little hook speed into fake flipper action there. Yeah, the interesting thing about Pottery Lottery is it does affect like the relative value of like the drops, because in like a regular doors seed, like the drops tend to just be worth more on average because you've got bottom of well and all that other stuff, but in pots it's a little bit more variable.
Pretty much only the well.
Yep. Ooh, nice bow pickup. Bombos for sale.
Nice and cheap too.
Yeah, it's a good thing too, Mr. I'm too good for money over there.
I know, right? Ooh, early info.
So TR and Desert are the 5/6s in this seed. See, PRD, man after my own heart here, going for the Houlihan, loves the money.
Well, I guess this was magic
aside,
bad,
very
maybe.
important in Shopsanity.
Yeah.
See, these pots actually have something in pot. Why is there not a small magic decanter in those rooms in vanilla? I don't understand.
Listen, game design was not so great in the 90s, okay?
It took 30 years, but Pottery Lottery got there. We fixed it.
Just like, a boss in this game taking your entire magic meter worth of fire rod shots, and if you miss one and you don't have a potion, then but
they did give 2 small decanter refills right before the boss. They were trying.
Yeah. But of course fixed it what, like a decade later? Not more. When did that even come out? The GBA version.
Oh jeez.
The GBA version does fix some of those flawed game design things.
Yeah, you got me. I do not know the date of that one off the top of my head.
What is the Pottery Lottery? Pottery Lottery is where all of the pots in the game kind of act like chests. Oh, bet you wish you had money now, Telethar, huh?
Oh, I'm too good for 20 rupees. How far away am I from purchasing that lantern? Almost 20 rupees? All right.
All right.
But yeah, so basically Pottery Lottery, just as you just saw right there, any item can be under any pot in the entire breadth of the game. So a nice fire rod pickup from PRD there.
Ooh, nice.
We've gotten for 18 minutes in, we've seen quite a few Y items here.
Oh, and there's a Trinex. Yeah, the top right of both of the runners' screens has the total number of checks in the game, which is 1,064.
And 50 plus of those were just from Hyrule Castle escape alone.
Ooh, an 81 Hera. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. That's a big Hera.
Oh, that's a big desert.
Whoa. Hell yeah, I'm here for it.
I also missed that hint.
Misery Mire leads to Hyrule Castle. It was we already knew
cool.
that one.
Great hint. Especially for
Yes.
Telethar.
Yeah, he's like awesome. Misery Mire small.
Get
Yeah,
the,
do you think you know your dark room items, but do you know your dark room pot items?
I have to open a map for the big ol' railing maze in Aga Tower.
Yep, I am.
Other than that, I think I'm pretty okay now. Sometimes I have to open a map for like the back dark sewer super tile with the key rat. That room below it has a shit ton of pots.
Oh yeah. It's some of the dark, like Death Mountain connectors have a few pots that you're not always like they aren't always apparent unless you've gone for them before.
Yeah.
Nice blue mail there. So Kane is apparently black and white Kane with the blue mail.
Oh heck yeah.
I'm here for it.
Eastern only. Oh, Eastern Hyrule,
Yeah, just a CT small.
which I believe prdwong already got. But that doesn't include the dungeon that he's in right now.
Yeah, just the outer zone.
And imagine getting a fire source an hour before our runners earlier.
Yeah, right. I'm just impressed that between Hera and Desert, that's like a quarter of all the checks in the entire game almost. Although with Pottery Lottery, that doesn't always mean the bunny is Kefka on that sprite. That's hilarious. But with Pottery Lottery, doesn't always mean that necessarily the dungeons are big. It could just be that the pot heavy tiles are just very focused in those dungeons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a Master Sword on prdwong's side. Very nice. Oh, and the other side of
Yeah, the other side of Bumper. Yeah. Telthar's gonna be amused when he comes out the other side and sees where it is.
Oh, that was that the East Hyrule Castle Tower key. Was that pot right there?
Oh yeah. How convenient.
Oh yes, this is in fact live. I'm going out of town on Friday, so I just wanted to do these live and get them out of the way.
See, Telethar, I wonder if he's going to Houlihan here since he was already short money once. Does pick up his bow though.
I would definitely Houlihan. Oh baby.
Oh, the hammer pot dash in Pottery Lottery. My brain took a second to get to that. It's pot something. Look, it's after it's almost 12:30 EST. You gotta cut some slack here. But yeah, with that early moon pearl, these you know, the world is just very wide open right now.
Had we seen the Sanctuary Save and Quit exit yet? Did we know that this was Pyramid already? I feel like we didn't.
Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah, that early moon pearl, crazy. Oh no, we must have, because prdwong, yeah, we did see this already.
We'll get ourselves a parapet here.
Got an eastern map. Traveling for fun or for necessity. Surprising my dad for his birthday.
Telethar wants that hammer dash so bad. All right, there we go.
Thieves big, real nice.
We're doing pretty solid for big keys at 24 minutes in here.
Yeah, not counting Hyrule Castle because that's cheating. 3 big keys, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah,
the only thing we're glove, you know, would be really nice to find.
Mirror would be great too.
Mirror, flute.
Yeah, I think that was part of what helped the seed from earlier this afternoon feel so fast, is because that early flute really helps with the downtime and travel, especially indoors and entrance. Rock small.
Whoa, that's a gross location.
Yikes.
So not necessarily required. That room could be in a dungeon. Nice flippers right after. But if you find that room going from north to south, you don't need to drain the water to progress. It's only if it's like forced in a dungeon, you have to beat from south to north. That it's required.
Or if you need the item from the dam being dropped or whatever.
So it's actually like an interesting thing to think about, because that gets you 1 check, right? But like pulling that, if you're forced to go north to south in that room, if you pull it, you require the flippers now instead. So it's like one of those weird things that, like, do I want to do I want to drain the dam? I don't know.
Have I seen this room? Do I know where it is? Yeah. Yeah, Telethar working his way through Turtle Rock here. Did pick up his fire rod earlier. So I think that just about, minus the flippers that PRD got in Hera, that about evens them up for... Oh no, that's right. I forgot the bombos from the shop.
No, my parents do not watch my stream. I think they prefer to be blissfully ignorant about the things that come out of my mouth on the internet. Sometimes they'll ask for, like, family-friendly stuff for my little brother to watch. But I think that's that's the extent of their twitch.tv/Andy knowledge.
That you know, I mean, I guess depending on, you know, your parents, that might be for the best.
Yeah,
they got their own business. All right, Telethar found his 81 item Hera. We know that the flippers are in here, and BRD is still working his way through.
Yeah, BRD's been here for like a solid, like 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, you can already tell some of the advantage that Telethar has is having bought that lantern. He doesn't. His dark rooms are just going to be a little more efficient than what PRD had to deal with. Got a connector here. PRD says, "Sign me up."
Oh god.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take one of those fairies. Thank you very much. All right, so connector not particularly exciting. I think we've seen the rest of this Eastern Palace area.
I don't think so. We were just in pod area. I don't think we've seen Eastern area yet. That's another Turtle Rock entrance.
Yup. Yeah, you know, you're never sad to see half magic.
Especially with Burna already.
Yeah. And we've got a confirmed dead small door, or small key door too, which is super awesome. A bunch of new checks over here. Standard Potto Lotto checks.
Whole lot of
Slot garbage.
nothing. We gotta. Oh nope, not going out that exit.
Going out. I mean, we didn't see the other end of this.
Yeah, I guess like you wouldn't be able to come back this way unless you could. You had the actual boots and could do a really long hover. So yeah,
Here's the
makes sense.
bonanza room of pots.
Yeah, this is a great super tile. Good old 14 checks and 15 checks and a hint.
See how useful our hint is here.
Yeah. The MSU we're listening to on Telethar's side is Hollow Knights. DDM 7 Vital. So that's interesting.
That's another dead Turtle Rock small key door too.
Yeah, really nice. Lots of Turtle Rock small keys dead.
Gotta remember to actually take this warp to get your
Yep, that nice one
one
pot.
pot there. It could have been an all-important big key. Who knows?
And that took us to Easteth Mountain.
Yeah, that's a pretty. Oh, and here's our GT. A paltry 41 item GT. And it's hard locked by a small key for any kind of progression. So
Let's
picking
go.
up that big key earlier does not help us out too much quite yet.
Unless, oh,
Oh, that would be almost too good to be true, right?
almost.
Those beetles gave both Telethar and PRD troubles. Yeah, you mentioned it before, but one of the items that would be useful that we definitely have not seen yet is some sort of glove, and we're still looking. Nice bottle pickup though.
All right, just a bottle. Bottle's still fine. Being able to
Yeah, I mean,
one trip sick kid is really nice.
Yep, and it had blue goo in it. You're never sad to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with early Moon Pearl and Hook Shot and all that, there's just so much world available to us right now.
All right, we got Spec Cave here.
5 vitals in Ice
Very
Palace.
good.
That's pretty
Extremely
solid.
low. 5 vitals for Potto Lotto is pretty tiny.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we've seen a lot of large dungeons, Andy. So maybe Ice Palace is like a 30 item tiny dungeon or something. Yeah, this is is this the room you were talking about with needing a map? This is the one I need. Like if I have to do this in the dark, I 100% have a map up on the other monitor.
Yep.
Yeah, I think having picked up that lantern is going to kind of slowly accrue just efficiency points for Telethar as this race goes on. Because you can do this in the dark while looking at a map and be okay, but it's not as fast as just cruising through it.
I'd probably guess you lose maybe a minute to doing this in the dark, because it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, agreed. And maybe more depending on how annoying those guards decide on being.
Pretty annoying, turns out.
Yeah, it turns out. Although he doesn't, PRD doesn't have Bombos either, so couldn't even use that just to clear him out. Meanwhile, our wow, yet another Turtle Rock entrance point.
Pretty close to being done with checks in here already too, which is really nice.
Yeah, we got what
2 more
3 behind this, and we know 1 is on Trinex. So just 2 more items somewhere in all the possible Turtle Rocks. We already seen what, like 3 entrances.
This is the last
Maybe
one.
4? Oh, is that the last one? Okay. I only check those off when I'm actually running my own race. Pod small. Ice Palace small, and $5. Yeah, you might feel comfortable at 1,300 rupees, but all it takes is a couple of stores and a Zora check, and you are pouring in.
Yeah. Potto Lotto, obviously, shops are a lot less likely to be valuable, but...
Yeah, that's very true, very true. Misery Mire.
Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Knowledge was the real treasure, Andy. Yeah, and these guys are, I mean, look at how close their item counts are. Like, they're just 1 away from each other at this point.
Yeah, real close for early.
Everyone's favorite one-way connector drop here. Let's see. I don't think we've seen where this comes out.
We have not. Let's see. What are we looking at? Nothing. Quick access to the desert area. 1 time only.
Man, this is the lamest one-way ticket I've ever bought. Joke's on us, I guess. PRD didn't pay anything.
Nope.
Well, he paid with his face full of cactus spikes, I guess.
No desert ledge check either.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, there's that GT small.
Yep. Not quite as easy to get back to Death Mountain at this point, but definitely on your mind. Library got nothing.
Speaking of GT,
Speaking of, GT there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up late for this bad boy. That's okay.
Andy's just happy to be here.
I already downed my coffee and Bailey's. We're good to go.
Nice. Telethar turning down the 30 rupee heart container. Yeah, that's pretty safe. He's already got blue mail and like 7 or 8 hearts. It's probably fine.
Yeah, he's at a very nice amount currently. There's that lamp.
Yep. PRD's like, I wish I had this like for the last 15 minutes in all of Hera where I was in. And it was just sitting there in the Kakariko too. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with early Moon Pearl and Hookshot and everything like that. It's just there's so much world to explore.
That's where you embrace the meme and just skip Kakariko for as long as possible.
You know, in Pottery Lottery, it's probably the most justifiable. Note the careful phraseology of most justifiable. Getting bullied by the guards there.
Good old shovel dash.
Hell yeah, shovel dash. prdwong, man of the people.
Master Sword was in that Turtle Rock, I believe.
You're correct.
prdwong just spent quite a bit more time in there than Telethar did.
Yeah, it's still no boots, so we've got to do these bonk walls the hard way here.
Nothing up there. Oh, there's the top of spec. Very nice. Vanilla, if you will.
Is this even randomized.gif? Might be one of my favorite of your bot commands. You need to make one for like the key under the doorstep meme.
God. I think this is my favorite.
Yeah, one of the few bonks that you can still get over with pseudo boots.
Yep. You just can't get back across, so get ready to bomb jump or mirror, or luckily we have a hook shot already.
Wow, he caught like the very edge of that final red Armos Knight there. But he'll enjoy his double small key in $5. So.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still only at 1 GT small. I'm super curious as to what is in there. It was like a moderate size. It was like maybe 40 or 50, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 41.
I'm impressed you remembered. Is that on one of their 2 streams?
No, I keep track of it on my entrance tracker. I like to.
I'm just like sitting here watching and
oh
like.
Yeah. I try to keep track of like connectors and dungeons, and then I just like scroll until I see how many checks there are in a dungeon. For my minimal amount of like info that I can pull at the ready.
Well, you have properly shamed me, sir. Good work.
It's okay. That's why I don't pay attention for the first 35 minutes of these races. All right. Well, here's this damn entrance. Who's the a-hole that has that desert small key?
Yeah, I know, right? It's still funny. It will always be funny.
Always funny.
That's exclamation mark good meme.
What kind of brewski you drinking?
I'm a Minnesota man, so I am drinking a Mick Golden Light.
Okay, I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Yeah, it's not something they really only produce like around here and kind of like the upper Midwest. So it does not surprise me that you've not had one.
Well, I did live there for a year. Not Minnesota, but I did live in Wisconsin for a year.
Oh, okay.
One of our family friends does work in Wisconsin a lot, and he always brings back 2 cases of Spotted Cow.
Oh, dude, that
one for him and one for me. And
yeah,
I love him so much.
Yeah, New Glarus is if you ever have a chance to go to that brewery, if we can go on a complete tangent here, it's a great place to go. The Spotted Cow is definitely the winner, but they make lots of other good stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a mirror.
There's that mirror. We also just got a book as well.
Yeah. It had been a while since we've gotten kind of a big key item. I guess maybe flippers if you count those, but they haven't really gotten us too many places. But that mirror could definitely be super interesting.
Let's see, where
is this our second desert entrance? I have not been paying attention. Mr. Tracker, bail me out.
What? Desert entrances?
Yeah.
I have none of them marked because I haven't seen where any of them were.
Yeah,
so,
okay, fair. I'm just here to throw you under the bus now that you've admitted to having some kind of knowledge.
Oh, we got powder too? All right.
Yep.
I had no idea New Glarus was a village in Wisconsin. Let's see. Oh, it's way over there. Yeah, I didn't live close to that. I was right outside of Green Bay. So that would have been a little bit of a hike.
Yeah, they're close enough to Madison for some of the college treks to go over there, but I think outside of the brewery, the biggest claim to fame in that town is like the Culvers down the main street. Like, it's not a big town.
I'd never heard of Culvers until I moved out there, and turns out they also have them in Georgia, which is really weird to me.
Oh, really? Yeah,
because they're not in the Northeast.
Decade or so, yeah. Huh, I didn't realize they had gone that far south either. But yeah, this gigantic sprawling desert is going to be 117 item desert is and the thing with desert is it's, you know, it could be split into multiple sections depending on how the entrances roll out, so it can often feel like 2 or 3 separate dungeons entirely that just happen to share the same tile set. Small key to Hera and Pod. Oh, okay, so here's the other end of our flooded room.
All right, so now you can flood it without worry.
Yep.
Yeah, late night food and beer chat featuring a race. That's what you get with Andy and Files after dark.
Yep. I mean, beer and fried food is like so Midwestern. So like, you're making me feel at home, Andy. such a gracious stream host.
Oh yeah.
Well, if there's one pot that, like, when I play Pot Lotto that for some reason, like, my brain just does not wrap around, it's the full magic refill to the right of that room and the Skullwoods room there that Telthar's in. For some reason, it's just like, in my head, it's just a full magic refill, and I forget that it's actually just a pot.
Yeah. The worst is when that door's locked, and you're like, dude, I'm not gonna spend a stupid small key to get this one pot.
Key for like one check.
Like, at least like Hera Basement's got 2 pots in the chest.
Yep.
behind the tile room, and then, you know, a bunch of stuff in the tile room too. It's just so useless.
Well, at least the Total Rock like tile room is can't be locked because it's a trapdoor, right? So it's like, you know, you're only investing time, not a key. But Telethar picking up his mirror, he'll be happy to see that.
Also, every one of the front Thieves Town super tiles is just impossible to do quickly.
Yeah,
the pots are just in the worst possible locations.
Agreed.
You have to like,
I'm like, this is not the
you have to like go up and down and up the stairs multiple times to get them all. There's like a bunny beam under most of them. Like, it's so dumb.
Well, and plus, there's so many entrances and exits to them. It's not like you're coming in and out of them the same time, where you can kind of figure out like a route.
Yep.
You know, like you just there's just probably like a circuit that's the best, and you just have to keep doing that and just fall into it depending on how you come in. Like it's rough. This is another interesting room that Telthar's in with Pottery Lottery, because depending on how the crystal switches, you have access to different, you know, different sets of pots or whatever.
Okay,
so
there is a crystal switch right there.
Yeah, does he remember?
But you also have hammer to drop down, and if you hit the switch and go back, you're not coming back that way. You gotta mirror and or find another crystal switch to come back. So man, the hint is really juicy. Just like the hints in the door branch are extremely useful, more often than not. Yeah, no, you can hit the switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yep. Yeah, you can throw a bomb to that switch, but like the button in that Thieves Town room is under the other pegs, so he wouldn't be able to access the button to open the door again. Is the problem. Let's see what prdwong decides to do. Oh, well, jumping down just led to another one of those Thieves Town rooms, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that loop ends up working out.
Yep, one of the 3 chicken pots.
You mean glitched out Sprite pot?
Yeah, the gold rhombus trapezoid. Yeah, I love those.
Rhombus trapezoid, I love it. Screw Triforce Hunt. We need golden rhombus trapezoid hunt.
All right,
let's see how juicy that said hint was.
Ooh, okay, so that is a cave with a pot. That's the one with the hook shots that we were talking about earlier. So like kind of useful, but also that's locked by mitts. I guess just mitts right now. Yeah, just two gloves, because we already have hammer.
That's about as far away from their item set as you can get right now. Minus it's like deep with keys. Yeah, I think the glove is definitely going to be, I think, a key item. The way this, I mean, I guess it depends on how the rest of the entrances are laid out, but
I don't think trapezoids are rhombuses. Rhombuses are it's a 4-sided polygon where opposite sides are parallel, and that the trapezoid, not the case. I think only one side is parallel, specifically for trapezoids. God, just unearthed some 9th grade geometry information out of my head.
Although apparently a trapezoid is only at least one pair of parallel sides, not necessarily both.
Oh, does it say at least one pair of parallel sides?
Okay, trapezoid has to have only one. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was right.
Yep.
Madocat, thanks for the raid. Welcome. We're almost an hour into the second Dorsley semifinal race between Telethar and prdwong. We're checking all the chests, lifting up all the pots, having a grand old time over here. Well, if a parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides, I think they're forced to be the same lengths. I don't think all 4 of them have to be the same
I love how your
length.
segue into how good a time we're having is just immediately to
yeah.
dive back into discussion of
Oh,
geometric shapes.
Absolutely.
we know how to party hard here. So anyway, Culver, that's good stuff. All right.
Geometry. we're just prepping for the geometry wizard whenever that ends up happening.
Are you picking up his bombos finally? Just another item just sitting there in CAC. Odds of us really needing to use that bombos are pretty low at this point, though. See, these are other pots I was kind of talking about before, where the shape of the room is kind of helpful, but like doing that in the dark is kind of annoying.
Yeah. And I have a good visual cue for that dumb slanted room with no lamp, which is nice. That was here. I didn't see where the other side was. Who cares? Blowing yourself up so that Kiki goes away. Solid strategy. I like it.
Yep. A little self-immolation to get rid of a monkey. Who hasn't done that?
I wonder if the time lost due to unoptimal
There's a
movement.
Lotto store if I ever saw
yeah.
one. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. So I was wondering if the time loss from blowing yourself up with a bomb is worth the reduced number of lag frames from Kiki following you.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty
It'd
small.
be so
pod.
easy to just hate yourself on something on the way out, right? Yeah, and another dungeon that I'm not too surprised is a little bit on the smaller side with only 37 checks is a lot of the dungeons we've seen are so big that by necessity some of these would have to be on the smaller side. Using those pseudo boots to avoid the roller.
Very nice.
Keeping the argument for or against pseudo boots alive. I'm loving it. I'm here for it.
This is another one of those great Pottery Lottery rooms where you just have no idea how to do it properly, and you just kind of hope you don't forget any of the pots.
Well, it's so variable too with how the any fairies and the pokies bounce. It's like just depending on when and how you flick the switches, it's almost impossible to navigate like super efficiently. I think Telethar did about as good as you can expect anyone to do in that garbage fire room.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, that door's not locked for once. What is this?
Wow. Telethar checking to see if there was a dead small key door up there. That's an experienced door rando player right there.
Love this room in the dark.
PRD opted to spend the small key here.
All for $5.
$5 is $5, as they say.
Alright, this is a small key saved in this pod on Telethar's side, which is really nice, having 3 out of 5.
Yep. I think he was, if he had gotten what he wanted out of that small key door check in that Misery Mire tile, he'd have been set. Oh, that boots switch pull, always great to see.
Well, these are 2 pots that are very often forgotten.
Oh, in the pod room here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think because you have to flick the crystal switch, you often see that northern one, and I think that reminds you to start that you need to be looking for pots.
now he picks up the 20 when he's loaded. I see how it is.
Yeah, our as previously mentioned, the Pottery Lottery shops are often filled with garbage. Not always, though, as we've seen in this seed.
I'll also point out that this desert has 10 keys for it. That's fun.
Yeah, the reduced frequency of 8 checks in Pottery Lottery is not gone unnoticed on my end. I'm just throwing that out there.
Dude, what is it with Helmasaur and being in bomb entrances?
Yeah, I
feel like
probably one of the worst. Oh yeah, and Telethar still only has Fighter Sword. I forgot about that. Nice spin speed hammer hitbox extension though. Very nice. Or whatever you call that trick.
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up.
I just like to describe it and then make it sound official. All right, so one of the first bosses we killed almost exactly an hour into the run, and it's a pendant.
Yep.
Have we gotten much for map checks from these guys? I don't recall seeing one. We just don't have a lot of maps, and it doesn't really matter right now.
We have a ton of maps, and we just haven't gotten a check yet. Probably because it doesn't really matter just yet.
Yeah.
But let's see. Telethar on his tracker has a map on Eastern Hera, Pod, Swamp, Mire, or Swamp Skull, Thieves. Yeah, almost everything. No Ice or Mire info.
And we already know
Two
because of the bomb
pendants.
shop and Sahashala, we already know the other ones, so
Yeah.
we're one X button away from having some really good knowledge here. In fact, we could have perfect knowledge because we already know where the green pendant is, and I don't think oh no, he didn't mark it down, it's there. Man, you weren't lying about how small some of these guys have the trackers on their streams.
prdwong also tracks like current number of small keys. So like when they use a small key, they untrack one. So it's really hard to figure out how many small keys they have.
Yep.
Which is honestly, like, for doors and like variable numbers of small keys, it's a pretty smart way to track.
Yeah,
because
you're less interested. Ooh, the boots. But yes, you are less interested in numbers like you are with non-variables because it doesn't matter how many you found. It really only matters how many you have. Telethar was so happy to get that pod small key, he pooped a bomb. Who hasn't done that?
We call that a firework.
I'd tell you what we really call that, but this is a family-friendly stream.
Yep, you cannot move that block.
You know, I respect the hustle though. He was trying to go fast.
Fifth desert song.
I feel like that's something like once, like when you're new to the rando and like you discover like that you can like mirror those blocks away and you get all excited about it, and then you realize that like half the blocks down there don't push.
Yep.
Still only the one GT small I think that we've seen, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we've had any runners get back over there, have we?
No, but Telethar could be the one.
Yeah.
He'll probably go to GT once he does the top of Death Mountain. He's got mirror, hammer, a lot of stuff to do up here.
Well, I think there's been 2 keys, hasn't there? I think they each have one from a different location.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Small
yeah,
key to the woods.
Yeah, helping us out there, I think.
There's the old man.
Yep. That was kind of a you know, requiring the mirror as far as we know to get there kind of a thing. But we already know one of the old man save and quit points is kind of useless in Mire, so.
Well, with the mirror, it's not super useless.
True.
Swamp Palace is also there, so at the very least, it's a quick access point back.
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot that we didn't have mirror when we were there last time.
Unfortunately for prdwong, this Master Sword, having nothing behind the Aga Tower entrance, and Aga Tower right next door.
Yeah.
But
another smallish 33 item dungeon here. Guess they can't all be Hera and Desert.
Yeah. Then Skullwoods will probably be pretty beefy, as it always is.
Yep. You actually get to mirror out of that Skullwoods room for once.
Well, that was
Don't
a pretty.
feel bad about spending a key there either, because it's literally the only place you can go. Oh,
That was-
there's our last coin.
That was a pretty cheap green potion. Let me tell you.
Not as cheap as the potions I'm drinking right now, man.
I think we found all the desert entrances now.
Yeah, that's got to be 4, right? Yeah. Man, half of the items in this Aga Tower and this super tile here.
Oh, I want to open this door.
Yeah.
Wow, the second door is unlocked. What a rarity.
That never. Oh, wow, and the egress out is also unlocked. Incredible.
I think that one can't be locked because it opens with the torches.
Oh yeah. You're right. I'd have been much more meaner to me when describing rules about this game. I should already know. Files, you dumbass. Ooh, a big key. We haven't seen one of those in a long time, actually. Eastern Palace big.
Very nice.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier when we were saying that we've had a pretty good hit for big keys, but you know, Hyrule Castle doesn't really count in standard.
We have the all important Thieves Town one already, and the rest are kind of like whatever until we know we need them.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're whatever until they're backbreakingly required.
Yeah, like that poor Skullwoods one from earlier.
I feel like something about the GT lobby super tile. I feels like it's very much more likely to lead to itself just because it has an odd number of. Like you have the entrance and some kind of exit, and then often one of the other two will lead to each other.
Yeah.
Just because of the staircases and the number of tiles that have them, I think.
I've seen B a handful of times, but never seen a C dungeon, unfortunately. We did get a glorious 209 check Skullwoods one night.
That sounds incredible. Literally 20% of the entire.
I know, right? In one dungeon.
Text
It
in
was
the entire
insane.
game in one dungeon.
There's a clip of me somewhere where like my jaw is just open for like 35 straight seconds as I'm exploring a 209 check Skullwoods for the first time. Yeah, honestly, like, you know, getting kind of close to, I guess not kind of close, but 450 checks at like the hour 7 mark is pretty nuts.
Yeah. And yet we're only, you know, we're like one boss in on one player.
Yep.
Like there's just been a lot of garbo. Another dead small key door in Desert 2.
Alright, we're getting our North Dark Worlds finally.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one of the few areas we haven't. Still no glove, notably. Had to hammer down that peg to get through.
Ooh, hype cave. I bet this is gonna be hot trash.
It's true even when we're not playing Pottery Lottery, dude.
It's very true.
Except for when it isn't, of course.
One Eastern small
One
key.
Eastern. All right, where's this Lambo gonna spit us out?
I'm gonna be nice and say exactly where Telethar went in on Dark Death Mountain.
You got 25% chance.
Nope.
Nope. That's French vanilla, as they say. Yeah, that's right. Potto Lotto makes the back of the bar relevant, guys. It's the game mode for everyone.
You mean the front of the bar?
Oh yeah, that's true. Front. Sorry. Look, it's late. I'm on nickel and light number like 3. Which, given its alcohol content, is the equivalent of like 1 normal beer.
one craft brewed IPA.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're getting a bunch of our mirror checks in here.
Pretty sure we've already seen all this stuff on prdwong's side.
Oh yep, yeah. Now that I'm seeing this cave, it's all coming back. Not notable because it was filled with hot garbage. Actually, you know what? That doesn't even deserve to be called hot garbage. It's like tepid at best.
It's the stinky garbage smell you get when you drive by the landfill.
Yeah, like room temperature, like stale ass garbage. All right, back into swamp here.
Ooh, another sword.
I wish one of these guys would freaking map check, man. Like, I want to start like figuring out like where we're at. I get why they haven't, because at this point, it still really does not matter. I think the very first Potto Lotto seed I ever played, that there was like one random entrance into a desert that had that Thieves Town like 2-pot bottom tile that they were just in.
Yep.
And it had like gloves or some required item in it, and I'm like, I love this mode.
We might be getting our first look at Skullwoods here momentarily. I'm gonna guess Skullwoods is 134.
134. That's a pretty good guess, I think.
I'm so close.
Wow.
So
impressive,
close.
Andy.
I was expecting to have a little more time so that you could also guess, but
yeah, I was
it turns out there was the other entrance was up here.
I was gonna guess lower, but I was gonna guess lower than that. I was gonna be in like the 120s.
This is also our last pendant, so who needs map checks?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, yeah, that's actually that. Yeah, that's the last of our info. Good call.
Save that 3.5 seconds of looking at a map.
Well, I think Telethar has to look at his map to know for sure, because he hasn't. Did he have a map when he was in? He knows Pod and he knows Meyer.
He hasn't been in the Skullwoods yet.
Yeah, so yeah, he doesn't know yet either.
But like, you're gonna have to go into Skullwoods and Pottery Lottery. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So he will find out. Ooh.
You think Dunko would enjoy doors more with Pottery Lotto because of the Skullwoods implications? What was on that ledge, by the way? You oohed and I missed it.
A small key of unknown.
That's the worst.
Of unknown need. Let's see, we're missing a lot of dungeons still. We're missing Mire, Ice, Thieves, and Eastern, I think, location-wise.
I believe you are correct.
For
a second, I thought we saw ice, but that was just a tile swap from a super tile from another dungeon.
Well, that's nice. Cracked floor in Thieves Town. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Although that
that could be dangerous with small keys, though.
Yup, that can be extremely dangerous with small keys.
But at least you know ahead of time, right? Like you can, like once you find the dungeon, you can set up a save scum and just kind of like know what you're in for.
Yeah. Ooh,
a
Pyramid Fairy.
That's gross. The odds of that being relevant in a Pottery Lottery seed are so small, but they're notably not 0.
Yep, they're definitely not 0. Let's see.
Oh,
Pen.
Dark Shopping Mall, more like Dark Hint Mall.
Ooh,
not my best word, sorry. Ooh, that's the one that got you? All right.
I was just caught off guard by the words that actually came out of your mouth. 4 vital items in a 130 Skullwoods is pretty nuts.
Yep. Like that's just, I mean, but that's Pottery Lottery life. There's just so much garbage everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Telethar gonna get his Master Sword here. I'm sick. Here's $1. My weapons are in the back.
Yeah, and my life savings. I've got a picture of Hario to watch over it.
The true protector of Hyrule.
Yes. Yeah, I think we really need to start finding like all those dungeon entrances you mentioned, because it's really hard to know like what our key situation is until we see more layouts and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you know, we're still missing gloves, so lots of entrances are just not accessible.
Yep.
I also love the 1 hour 15 Lost Woods check for the first time.
Well, but it matters, you know, like it matters so much less in Potolotto, but it's still funny.
Yeah, it is still funny. The fact that both of our runners are doing it simultaneously at the hour 16
yeah, it's
mark.
also hilarious. Yeah, Telthar's had that 20 or so item count lead over PRD for about the last half an hour or so, but they've both been pretty steadily. Okay, we already found that.
Bottle number 4 for Telethar. Let's go, dude.
He went to pick up the blue boomerang. Interesting. I mean, it is the best boomerang. It's understandable.
I shut the door.
What a gentleman. She doesn't want to hear any more talk about beer and fast food.
Yeah.
All right, so putting off Lost Woods appeared to have been the correct decision, at least for these guys. Oh yeah, so Telthar never did the back of. Oh no, he's just going through.
No, he's just going through to get back to Death Mountain.
Yep. Well, he's got 2 GT smalls, right? So
yeah, so we'll be able to get to see some more of that dungeon here. We know that Aga 2 is not required, which is nice.
Skullwood small with a big fatty Skullwood, so you're never sad to see Skullwood small.
Yeah. prdwong also finding one of the 4 vitals already in this big pinball room. Mire small. So this could be a huge time sink for prdwong not having that hint. Compared to how Telethar plays this later. Like, especially, you know, assuming like let's say 3 of the vital items are relatively quick, you know, Telethar might just be like, all right, I'm not checking 100 checks for 1 vital item, and so they just
and
leave.
it could be a small key that you might not actually need in the end anyway. No, that's very true. It just goes to show how powerful hints can be in this mode. Did we have a hint for 2 vitals in GT in the seed, or am I getting my seeds mixed up?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. Bail us out, chat, if you remember.
There was another vital there with the pod small.
Yep.
I think we're getting paradox here for the first time.
Still useful, but a little less exciting in Potto.
Yeah, I mean, it's still got like 10, 11 checks.
Yep, and you got the, what, 3 pots in here too? A not particularly exciting small key there. Perhaps a little more exciting.
A little bit. What's up, Duck and Run?
We're getting a pet check. And it's just a bomb.
Singular bomb. Alright, yeah, paradox. Pretty underwhelming.
Yes, very much so. I can imagine the guy who was writing the hints for like all the garbage items, and he's just like looked at the what's the bomb one? I'm just gonna put that on there and put but just once at the end of it. Next hint, next. That's crazy. Still no glove, having to dash past all those juicy entrances that could be Ice Palace or something.
Yeah.
All right, the journey through Skullwoods continues here.
Ooh, here's the dam.
All right. And we know, I think both runners at this point know that this is not a worry, that they can just throw this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both runners have seen the swamp entrance room somewhere. I thought Telethar was just like muscle memory leaving.
Yeah, I was looking at PRD's side because I was like, is he gonna spend the key? There's really no reason not to. And then I look over, I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, there just being 2 pots in this room, along with the boss drop down.
Yeah, it's debatable, especially when you got, that's 3 checks out of 130. Wow.
That was a truly magical performance that Telethar put on right there.
Wow. Dude, that alone was worth staying up. I'm having a great time. He's like, F that, I'm out of here. Screw you again, I'm going home.
That was an excellent Cartman impression.
Thank you. I did live in Colorado for like 4 years. That's what I attributed to. Never got to go to Casa Bonita though. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. prdwong going pretty hard on this Skullwoods for now.
Well, I mean, in terms of density of checks, I can't really say I blame him. I mean, gloves would open up about approximately 4,000 entrances, so
Give or take.
give or take. That's an approximation.
Yeah, I haven't been able to keep track of vitals. I know we found 2 small keys on prdwong's trip, but I don't know if we found anything else yet.
Yeah, they're kind of the two stretches of them going through have kind of run together for me too. Actually, having to get all the pots in that GT
Oh, it's so
room
bad.
always amuses me.
If you just like don't get the anti-fairy on a good cycle with your switch hits, it just goes so wrong so quickly.
Yes, it just follows you.
Or it gets stuck in like a 3x3 square with you, and your magic is drained in 5 seconds.
It might as well be a happiness meter. Boy, this is quite the sprawling Skullwoods here, man.
Got a pod big over there. We already had that.
Yeah, that's not a door I would open either.
Yeah, that's a. I'm gonna drop down that and.
Yep, and save and quit. Yep. Where did Spiral Cave go again? Did we see that from PRD? Don't remember.
Spiral Cave.
From the bomb hut in Dark.
That goes to Dark Sanctuary.
Oh, Dark Sank. Okay, gotcha. Usually when I can't remember, it's because it's garbage, but. Yeah, at this point, these guys are well and truly over the money cap.
Yeah.
So there's one shop in the cracked wall and pyramid, and I think maybe there might be one other one.
So I got that Zora.
True. We could pay off Zora like 3 to 4 times and still have some pocket change though at this point.
Yeah. Yep, no glove for that bad boy.
Nope.
Nah, shields are not vital items.
It is refreshing seeing the real bonk.
Ooh.
Ooh, he thought about it. He thought about it.
Ooh.
Oh, brutal. Brutal. This has to be like glove to make this worth it. Yeah.
Yep, unfortunate.
So sometimes those YOLO door opens can like win you a game though.
Yep.
Not always, but sometimes.
All right, Telethar. Ideally, this would be the one dungeon to keep track. If you're gonna keep track of one dungeon and vital items you find, this would be the dungeon to do it.
So there's one.
You cannot walk through doors with pots over your head, if you didn't know. Chat room.
No, Nintendo was very anti-pot back in the day.
Yeah, the other thing about knowing how many vitals are in a dungeon and like not really like knowing that before you go in at all is you don't really have to collect everything anymore. You just need to keep track of
what your vitals are.
The vitals. It's like a lot of times when you're going through dungeons, you'll get everything even if it's useless and you can see it just because nice. Let's go
Yeah,
Telethar.
just to know what you've tracked. Yeah.
But yeah, so like, yeah, just to make sure you don't mess up your counts, you'll like, you know, grab the heart that's on Desert Torch or something, just so that you make sure you got everything in that dungeon.
Yep.
But if you have the vital
you know, when
count,
you have 130, that adds up to a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Although with Pottery Lottery, the picking up, you know, you're not always gonna have the hold it aloft above your head animation, but. So this was like a one pot back of Skull Woods, if I'm remembering our hints correctly. Oh nope, it was Fortune Teller. Never mind.
I don't know. It's really hard for me to mentally keep track. Like, I'll try to like make a note in my dungeon tab that like if I scum stuff, I'll be like, okay, I scummed 5 things, so add 5 to your active count or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, with vitals, I don't really keep track.
It's just the number.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, that's the advantage of having that knowledge, is that it makes it a little bit more straightforward.
Also, good morning, Harry.
140x doors area, they call them.
Boomerang also not a vital?
Nope.
Can't believe they're not done yet. Same.
Yeah, PRD saying goodbye to his monkey. Now, is that faster than getting hit by a bomb or running into an enemy?
Absolutely not.
No.
That is the slowest of the possible options.
But you did get to see the rarely used Kiki mirror attacks.
That's true.
So, I'm all for it.
This is a pretty close race. We don't have enough information to know how the runners are doing.
Lack of gloves, I think, is blocking a lot of required dungeons, so we just don't really know.
Yeah, once the gloves pop up, we'll have a better idea of how this race is going. But we're missing 4 dungeon entrances, and 3 of them are crystals, I believe.
Telethar opting, he opened the Skullwoods door to Moth and got the pots and opted not to kill him.
Yeah, knowing Ped's dead, knowing there's only 4 vitals in there, it's pretty fair, I think.
Yep, agreed. And I think that kind of time-saving advantage from having that knowledge from the hint, I think, is gonna continue to help Telethar and hurt PRD, who already spent time or invested that time in killing Moth.
And just like the less time you have to spend in a huge dungeon like this, you know, you could spend 10-15 minutes in a single dungeon just full clearing it when it's this large.
Yep. But what if both gloves are in here, Andy? What if?
Ooh, we didn't see this stuff.
No.
prdwong opted not. Yeah. There's 1. Okay.
So that's 3 vitals?
Yeah, I don't know if Telethar's found 3. I think that might be
3
just
between
number
the 2 of
2.
them,
Yeah, but that's still very nice.
I think wasn't one of the other 2 also Misery Mire Small?
Yes. Which is a pendant also.
Yes.
Fun.
But what if both gloves are in there, Andy? That's just gonna be my standard response to every possible dungeon. I've got a backup too for if we find 1 glove. You know what it's gonna be? it's the other glove. I broadcasted that one way too easily.
Yeah, Telethar did a pretty good job on his pod cleanup the first time. I think he left a couple things behind, but... Ooh, Telethar overriding his arrow damage with a sword beam that does nothing to a red mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hated doing this room you know, front to back, doing it back to front's even worse.
Yes.
This Annie, like, just all bets are off on where this Annie Fairy is going to be.
it'll be up in your business. That's an easy bet.
Yo, Danny boy, thanks for the 20. Appreciate you. Yep, we just went that way, Telethar. Hey, this is why we watch
fair,
these.
Like, these giant dungeons, man, like they just suck so much time up.
Yeah, I love watching doors so much because I can just make fun of the runners and
so those who can't coach or co-stream, right? Isn't that what
exactly? Yep.
That's the old saying.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that's the old thing. I mean, that was always my plan when I didn't make the playoffs. But yeah, these giant sprawling dungeons, especially when, you know, because there's a lot of tiles that just have 3 and 4 entrances where they can snake back in on each other, and sometimes the arbitrary decision to go one way versus the other and how it affects your loop exploration can really add minutes onto your time.
Yeah, prdwong actually makes his own maps of the dungeons with a program that he made. So, like, you know, lose some time to making these maps, but, you know, maybe save some time on getting lost later when you haven't been in a dungeon for an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, and the better you get at your own tool, the
less time you lose.
The less time you spend, yeah, exactly. And you can even see, like, if you watch PRD's stream, like, whenever he's, like, Helmasaur is exploding, he's, like, furiously clicking entrances out on his tracker and stuff.
Or if you ever see him, like, not really moving in a room, or, you know, maybe, like, instead of dashing up, like, 6 tiles, just walking the 6 tiles and taking a minimal time loss instead.
Yep.
He's usually clicking away on his tracker.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that Telethar had not been up here yet.
Yeah, we still haven't been in that GT since we initially found it, even though Telethar's been to Death Mountain like 4 times.
Well, and he's Telethar's the one with 2 GT smalls, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got 2.
Yeah, PRD's only got the 1. They both know it's there, and I think they both know that it's small key locked. I'm telling you, man, both gloves. It's happening. But Telethar is going to be distracted by this agate tower here. Boy, the underneath of that Skull Woods bridge is another one of those. Most people know about the one pot, but the other extra pot that's in there can sometimes throw people that are doing Potto for the first time.
I remember now. Telethar left 2 random checks. Oh wait, no, this is a different dungeon. Excuse me. God, I'm half paying attention.
It's like 1:30.
Oh, we're getting GT. We spoke it into existence.
We did. Here it comes.
This is just going to be small key locked right here. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
We did have 2 on prdwong's side as well.
Oh, okay.
You know it's late when the Europeans are starting to wake up.
Yeah. I think the first time I did this room, like the room that PRD's in a Pottery Lottery, I think I spent like 2 minutes in there because I couldn't figure out which blocks I had to push. It was super embarrassing.
Yeah. There's a couple different ways you can do it too. Like, there's a lot of weird pushable blocks in that puzzle.
Yep. And yet another glorious Pottery Lottery tile room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of tile rooms for one item in this game. Well, I guess just 2. but it's weird that that there's two.
There's 3 tile rooms actually.
Yep. Well, I guess in Pato the Hero one's got 3, so.
Not killing that Aggie yet, even though Lumberjack locks a small key.
Yep. He probably wants to end there, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Keep waiting for the double glove to show up in GT, man.
We're running out of item possibilities for that to happen.
Which is saying something in Pottery Lottery here.
Okay, we're just opting for no Aggie kill. Who needs that small key? It's probably trash.
Yeah, it's probably garbage. He knows it's there. We've already burned through both of our small keys in GT, so we're on a prayer here to hope that we don't need another one. Oh, the seeds always seem nice at first. The one tiny dragon, they always do. And then you actually start playing them, and they betray you. Nice 12 item super tile here.
With a whole lot of nothing.
Yep. Is that door lock? I didn't see. It was. So 11 item asterisk super tile.
Yes, there is logic to make sure that you cannot soft lock your seed. To an extent.
Have we found the magic shop yet? I just picked up mushroom for prdwong.
I don't believe we've seen Witch Hut yet.
Yeah, I don't think we have either.
All right, that's all 4 swords of info. There is a slight chance that you could key lock yourself by doing out of logic things in dungeons, like going through dark rooms when you're not supposed to, bomb jumping across gaps and using small keys. But
you gotta be careful if you do those things to either have a save state or a save ready to go back to, or to not open doors.
Yeah. So, sequence break within dungeons at your own risk.
Yeah, I called him
glad,
that like a few years ago, and every once in a while it slips out. I don't know if he likes being called that or not, so that it's actually referred to him as PRD instead.
Oh no, it's definitely me. The awake part is questionable, but we're here.
Yeah. the quality of the commentary, which was already low at the start, has only been going downhill, kids. It's not. Watch at your own risk. Back into desert. Oh no, wait, yeah. PRD hasn't been to this part. Never mind. I literally just got done talking about how bad the commentary was. I don't know what you were expecting.
Okay, we could always go back to talking about fast food.
Yeah, please.
Did you see that KFC announced they're bringing the Double Down back?
Wait, what? Really? The sandwich that physically hurts you to eat because it burns your hands?
Yep, the chicken on top and bottom as the buns with like bacon and mayo and whatever in the middle.
Yeah, like there's like a weird.
It's coming back.
Man, KFC is garbage in the States compared to where it is elsewhere, from what I hear. Oh, here's our Meyer.
It's most fast food, since other places have food regulations.
They have this thing called standards. So it is kind of funny that we're in Misery Mire and we have, with the compass, we know where the boss is like right there, and it's like one of the last pennant dungeons. Although Telethar still hasn't map checked, and he doesn't have the map here. He might not know that this is
He talks as Hoshla. So he knows.
Yep.
All right, we've got 2 crystals total out of a possible 14 at the hour 43 mark. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, you can only extend the math out because that's how it works, right? So we're here for another. I hope you got your caffeine tablets ready, Andy. We're gonna be here till 5 a.m.
I have 2 cases of Red Bull downstairs.
Jesus.
Listen, when you do Red Bull events, you just have Red Bull in your house at all times.
I mean, that's fair.
I think there's 2 more coming in the mail soon. TM also.
Nice.
It's the free beverage we offer our movers when we move inevitably in the next month.
Yep. Yeah, every time I've moved and had movers do it, they always appreciate the choice of water and or some kind of alternate beverage on top of whatever you're tipping them.
Yo, Cody, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome. All right, well, we haven't seen both gloves in this mire yet, so.
Nope, and I was disappointed by GT, as is often the case. There's still quite a few checks.
That doesn't really do anything, but
no, I think
it's
we
very
both got
nice.
Excited because it was something new. But yeah, we really need like it's gloves at this point, right? Like I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Except for maybe keys, I guess, that could lead to the gloves.
I don't think we've really done any like South Dark World stuff, like Bomb Shop, like no Dig Game, no Stumpy. I don't think we've done that stuff yet. Or if we
like
did,
South
there was
Village,
really
yeah.
Or if we have, there wasn't anything useful there.
I don't remember seeing Dig Game now that you mention it.
Can a seed not require gloves? This seed requires a glove solely for Ice Palace. You cannot get to the boss without a glove.
Yeah.
If
I
that's
guess it would
not the
be
case,
possible, theoretically.
if that's not the case with entrances shuffled and doors shuffled, it is possible. But it's relatively unlikely.
The logic needs places to put items behind other things, so inevitably the gloves often get chosen as entrances, if nothing else.
Koopa, thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate the Bezos bucks.
The BBs.
All right, that's also an extremely useless cape.
So it's just Viddy, right? Yeah, and he's like, I'm out of here. Viddy's got the gloves, though. I'm telling you.
Dude, Viddy's probably got both of them.
Yeah,
he's gotten what 10 eyeballs in total.
Yeah,
they probably
doesn't
have
even
2
hands.
gloves. Yeah,
Well,
it's just for warmth.
About the Dig Game.
Oh, if Meyer was an archery game, we definitely haven't seen South Dark World from prdwong's side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I mean, this game had a very wide open start, so it just takes the runners a while to get to some of these places.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got a gigantic desert and Skullwoods to explore.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we did see.
Oh, flute.
Stumpy?
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So yeah.
I don't really know what we would be using the flute for. I guess like if you get a glove, quick access back to Ice Rod Cave and M Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the cost to activate is pretty low here. You know, maybe 30 seconds or something. So
Quick Death Mountain access is probably like the one big perk, I guess.
Yeah, they gotta go back to GT and get those gloves at some point.
Exactly.
The gloves are now in like 10 different spots for anyone who's been keeping track. Oh yeah, PRD never did get to Paradox Cave, did he?
prdwong is in fact the cane sprites.
He's
and
the
then,
Holy Dragoon right now, I think.
Telethar
He
is
must be the one who put the small key, the a-hole that took the small key.
modified Link sprites.
He's got to take time off from all that betraying of Cecil and defeat Ganon.
What do we need for Go mode?
What do we need for GT? 3 crystals.
3.
You know what? Hilariously, at an hour 50, still don't have it.
It's to be determined. We're still looking for 3 different dungeons, and all 3 of those dungeons are crystals. So we're probably gonna need a glove. Well, a glove is almost like guaranteed required at this point. Not even including Ice Palace.
Need it for Cold Stare or anything. Yeah.
But like finding one of these dungeons, it's probably gonna be required.
GT small? No. GT small? No. Although I think Castle Tower, didn't Castle Tower have a small key door that had like an item or something behind it?
Yes. I believe so. Telethar just ran out of checks. Alright, here we go.
Well, Chex streams on Twitch occasionally. I don't know how you get one out of them. Every time they dash by that rock on Dark Death Mountain, I'm like, that's probably Ice Palace. And the gloves are in there. Both of them. Possibly.
Little did they know they signed up for overall glitches.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you can't get in there in overall glitches without a glove.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know overall glitches that well. I wasn't gonna call you on
magic. Yeah, so the other Paradox entrance was on the top of Light World Death Mountain, so you already knew it was on the island. Telethar canceled his dash like at the perfectly terrible time to almost get grabbed by that Wall Master anyways, and I would have probably woken Kelsey up from laughing so hard if that had happened.
It's a good thing she hadn't told you to close your door before Telethar had his Skull Woods experience or whatever that was. Or was that Hera?
That was Skullwoods.
Yeah, that was
some solid bumper play.
That was good stuff. TM right there. The glorious tile room sequence for one item.
I think that's the 9th small for Desert out of 10 for Telethar.
I think we've got, I think both of them have seen, I think Desert had a couple of confirmed dead small key doors, so.
Yeah. I think prdwong almost full cleared Desert also. There's 2 checks left, I believe.
Yep.
Instant ramen for late night stream viewing. I can't wait to live off of instant ramen after I buy a stupid house this month.
I was gonna say, don't crap on ramen every once in a while.
No.
The case from Costco will just sustain your body for a week.
Yep.
It's like college all over again, man. The sheer volume of sodium that I consumed.
Just build a house out of ramen, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, build a house out of ramen, just like those YouTube channels that have like people like using ramen noodles to repair like tables and stuff. Have you ever seen that?
Those like extremely terrible do-it-yourself like life hacks. God,
it's like, this is clearly a parody, and anyone who thinks it's real like, needs to get out more. It's awesome.
I love those videos because like every single do-it-yourself like life hack involves the use of a glue gun.
When you got a problem and you own a glue gun, all the solutions involve a glue gun, Andy.
It's true.
Yeah, we're I know we mentioned it like 20 minutes ago, but I think it's only getting more true that we are slowly running out of locations for like key items to be like vis-a-vis gloves. Like I wonder how both of these runners are feeling, like if they're feeling like they're behind, because I mean, I guess that's the nature of Pottery Lottery, but like it does feel brutal after a while.
Yeah.
All right, we're back into this section of Turtle Rock. Okay, one item's on Trinex.
There's no. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
I mean, we don't have a big key.
One small, unused. Telethar doesn't have any idea either. It looks like. I don't blame him, man. Like this seed has been a slog in the mid game here.
Yeah, it has been slow cooking.
The 2-hour stumpy check. I'm here for it.
Yeah, the seed has been like, imagine you're cooking a nice pot roast in a slow cooker, and you get super excited. You put it all in the slow cooker. That's the start of the seed, and now you're waiting for 8 hours for dinner to be ready.
And you're salivating to the smell of beef. The metaphor breaks down, but I'm right there with you.
Salivating at the thought of gloves.
Double gloves. It's like a double dry rub, except this time, you know, you got to have a glove on each hand to like handle the hot meat. I feel like that's something that could be taken out of context to hurt me.
We actually we tried instant pot roast one time, and it was like an hour instead of 8, and it was still pretty good.
Yeah, like the pressure cooking makes a big difference for that. I can tell I've approached middle age where I'm like, you mentioned like an instant pot, and I get all excited. I'm like, yeah, instant pots are great. Let's talk about it. I've had like all kinds of stuff like that, and they make rice surprisingly well too. Like if you don't own a rice cooker, it's good stuff. You know what else is good stuff? Finding the gloves. That might be one of my better segues.
Are we gonna hammer all 4 pegs down?
I was gonna say that PRD forgot how that room worked for a second.
I mean, you could hammer the north and south ones and still push the block. It does work that way.
It does, yeah. I think the only thing we haven't seen in this mire was the actual Victory.
I don't think we've seen this yet.
We haven't.
Treat your adult self and spend the money on a Zojirushi. That's exactly what I got. Let me tell you. It sings you a little song when you turn it on. It sings you a little song when the rice is done. Perfect and fluffy every time. The only problem with using your pressure cooker as a rice cooker is what if you need rice and to pressure cook your dinner? Then what do you do?
You buy a second pressure. I don't understand the question. You wait 2 hours. Well, yeah, then you have some stale, cold rice that you can use to make fried rice. These are all good things. I don't understand how any of this is a problem.
Is it good to add oil to rice to cook the rice? It depends on how you're cooking it. We usually add we cook rice with garlic a good amount of times, and then we'll add like lemon juice, salt, and pepper after it's cooked and mix it up. But
I've got a recipe that uses, like, instead of water, you add like chicken broth and butter and a few other spices. It adds it. It's pretty solid.
Dude, as I've gotten older, I've grown an appreciation for just like well-seasoned rice. I could eat like a whole pot of that shit. And then just
carbs.
Exclusively carbs.
Yeah, there's been, and it's so easy too. Like you throw everything in the Instant Pot and you just press a button, right? Like that's half the appeal. And it's just like you sit on the couch and like 15 minutes later, it's just this giant pot of carbs and you just feel bad about yourself, but it's delicious. I'm right there with you. You're making me hungry for rice at like 2 a.m. dude. Oh, like it's only 1 a.m. here.
Oh no, I've actually never made a risotto. Risotto just sounds scary. Okay.
They're not.
Mostly because like growing up, watching Hell's Kitchen, risotto is directly affiliated with Gordon Ramsay in my brain. And that immediately makes it more intimidating.
It's like just the thought of making it is just stressing you out. The angry British man is gonna yell at me if I make risotto.
Where was this ice palace?
Yeah, I was too busy talking about Instant Pot cookers.
Is this like Dark Shopping Mall? No, we've been to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Chat, where was this ice palace entrance? Ooh, waterfall fairy. Jesus.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Nobody was gonna fake Flipper, and we got Flipper's kind of medium. All right, both gloves are in Ice Palace, as I previously mentioned, and I base that on nothing.
Did you say we got Flipper's kind of medium?
Just not well done Flippers.
Yo, what's up, Spike? How was day one of Momam? I like my Flippers blue. Did you end up pulling
the true gentleman's way.
Did you end up pulling out that dub? Got the dub. I think I'm 0 for 1. Feels bad.
Alright, so if PRD turns in this green medallion at some point, that will be a check that Telethar opted not to do.
Mm-hmm.
He does have to finish clearing this this mire, though. $54 is a respectable ice palace. Not too big, not too small.
Yeah. Gloves gotta be in here, right? Maybe
we're legit running out of places.
Maybe might not be accessible.
Or behind like one of the low priority small key doors that just we haven't opened up yet.
So there's another GT small. Let's go. I'll be honest, Spike, I legitimately don't remember. I think under. Once I found out it was hard. Little rock. Okay. TBD on. I think that gets us 1 check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can only think of 1 check, but still, both gloves could be in that 1 check.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm getting antsy.
You just clear this ice palace faster.
Like every check, I'm just waiting for a glove to show up. This is like how I felt playing Metroid Dread for the first time and getting Morph Ball as your 30th item find. At a certain point, you're just like, dude, where's this Morph Ball?
Yeah, it's a staple.
We don't have an ice palace big, so that is a useless. Dude, lift up the rock.
Lift up the.
Oh no.
Yeah, well you can't, right?
Oh yeah, my bad. God,
like,
that's just like such a trigger because I'm like, oh my God, you're just
Yep.
you're like that rock might just be forgotten about for the rest of the seed, potentially.
I'd imagine that we're in the top 4. Like, I think people know they need to pick up the rock.
You never know.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Whoa, floors turn into bombos medallions. That was really interesting.
That's a new take on the childhood game of the floor is lava, I guess.
Ooh, it used a small key to immediately get locked out by a big key.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, so we might be adding another thing to our list of Go mode items, an Ice Palace big key.
Yeah. Well, no, we saw Cold Stare, didn't we? We saw the drop down to it already.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I'm almost positive we did.
Well, that's good. Oh, baby. All right, 30-second prediction. Will this next door be locked? Yes, no. There you go. Marionite, no cheating. I'm watching you.
It's usually a sure bet with Ice Palace for anyone who's looking to throw away their points and listening to my terrible advice.
I'm ending the prediction when they transition. It is in fact locked.
The magic of fairy wishes did not quite light that torch.
Plus 12, let's go. Yeah, that was 81 to 19 in favor of yes.
Oh yeah, we never saw the Zora.
Nope, the 2 hour 6 minute Zora check. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Such a high priority in the Potto seeds.
Yeah, I would have taken those odds. 19% for not locked. Easy bet odds.
Yeah, you have a hard time getting those kind of odds anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel quite as bad having that door be locked when you got a free small key there, though.
Alright. I'm in the prediction mood now.
And he's got a new toy he wants to play with. I'll try to distract him, chat. So anyway, pressure cookers, how do you feel?
We actually...
Who am I kidding? Chat loves polls. Let's do it.
We did just buy a new Instant Pot before Christmas. Ours was a little... I think we must have like been cooking something on the stove at the same time, and like the lid to the pressure cooker was left on the stove, so it got kind of melted.
Oh,
so we decided to buy another one.
Yeah, with a that's not something like that has that kind of pressures. I wouldn't want to have like an unstable seal.
Yeah.
My pressure cooker. Did you take the opportunity to upgrade to like a?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Like a 8-quart or whatever the bigger size is.
We didn't get a bigger size, but it had like better like interface for settings and stuff, and you could like save profiles and things like that.
Oh, nice. Wow, you got a fancier one than I've got. I'm jealous now.
We only got it that way because it was on sale. So
whatever helps you sleep at night, man. You don't need to justify yourself to me. I'm pro fancy toy pressure cooker. I noticed that small key for Swamp Palace when Telethar was in there. So yeah, this is the cold stair room.
Okay. Yeah, stovetop pressure cooker sounds sketchy. I did see an ad. I think I got like a Costco booklet last week that had a Dutch oven instant pot pressure cooker.
What?
And
the
I was
top and bottom heating elements.
yeah, it was extremely intriguing.
Huh. That sounds sketch. I don't know.
All right, we got another crystal. We're at
2
3.
hours and 10 minutes.
One crystal per hour. Yep. Buckle in, gamers.
Oh, also, didn't PRD technically finish Misery Mire? Didn't he kill?
Nope.
He killed Vitreous.
I don't actually know if Vidi was accessible or not. It might have been big key locked.
Oh, he killed it. I'm pretty. He's got it marked off on his tracker too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yep, I'm looking at his tracker now and I see it marked.
Chat's backing me up.
Yep.
See, I stopped at make gold light number 3, so. How do we feel about sous vide?
Sous vide's pretty nice. Ooh, there's the. Oh, we already had that. God. We don't have one, but we'll probably.
Sous vide is kind of a pain, but it's like the results are really hard to argue with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh if like the secret to gloves in the seed ends up being like going back to GT with another small key for like the 3rd time. Very nice bomb setup, Harapot there from Telethar.
Yo, are you dissing espresso machine snobs? As a relatively new espresso machine snob, I take offense to that.
Oh, the Hera Big was nothing.
Not that our espresso machine is very nice. It's like a $30 Mr. Coffee thing.
You could just having an espresso machine puts you over the rest of the plebs who don't have one at all. So I think you're allowed to call yourself a snob just the mere fact of owning one.
Kelsey's sister has like a extremely fancy, like full like latte cappuccino espresso machine that like cleans
like
itself and
Italian ones or
like
something?
self frosts the milk. Like, God, it's insane.
Yo.
Pretty sure Emo has one of those too.
I mean, only peasants have to froth their own milk, right? I mean, you got to have a self frother.
Damn, so I'm
I've
a
always said
snob and a peasant right now.
I don't know why that one got me either. Froth is such a great word. I think that's why I'm mostly here for.
Coffee is a soup. It is. It
I
is
think that's
bean soup.
Kofei, I think is what is that a word? Is that like a band I'm not familiar with?
You want to make a mocha and spike it with peppermint schnapps? I had some Irish cream Madrina's cold brew that I put Bailey's in at the start of this.
Ooh, Bailey's. I bet that's really good.
It is delicious. Big fan.
I don't know. Kelsey had that cherry limeade Madrina's up on her stream yesterday, and that one looked pretty solid too.
Oh, yeah,
Reminded me of that Firehouse Subs cherry limeade color. For whatever
yeah.
reason.
Mm-hmm. If you ever need caffeine, those green coffee fuelers have like 240 milligrams of caffeine in them or something. Good old unroasted coffee bean.
Well, if you're Telethar or PRD, you've got to be flop sweating at this point.
Cherry limeade coffee. No, it's the green coffee fueler thing, emo. No coffee flavor, just cherry limeade flavor.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I could have been more descriptive. You are correct. that would be kind of gross, actually.
Nah,
Although, you know, I like cherry limeade well enough, or I would try anything once.
I'd probably try it. Okay, we're back in Swamp with an extra small key.
Yeah, I had not realized how... Did PRD clear more of Swamp, or would
nope,
we just
PRD only had
key
one Swamp Small as well.
Oh, okay. I knew we were small key lock, I just wasn't sure how badly. One of these guys has got to find the gloves eventually, man. Like, it's got to happen. I mean, I could have told you that the late night stream was going to be the seed that was the brutal one.
Yeah. You never know with standard opening. Standard can just give you so many good items right off the bat.
Well, I mean,
which we did this time.
Early.
But all right, and that'll be a win for the doubters.
The haters.
Do another prediction. The 222 mark. I don't want to do another 10 minutes because I legitimately don't know how we'll go another 10 minutes without finding a glove. we're getting to that point.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of like... There's a few dungeons that have like... that there's a small key for. There's another one that's just like one check or something.
Loud time, thanks for 22 months.
I'm feeling good about this this swamp go back.
Ooh,
oh, okay, cool.
That's
so
saved.
That's perfect.
Real nice.
It's full clearable swamp here. And it's a crystal, so we should be able to... Where are these damn gloves, dude?
Dude.
I was like, it's gotta be in this escape super tile. Nope.
We don't have a swamp big key required. That's pretty brutal. Add that to the list of go mode items.
God damn it.
Add that to the list.
Yep. Oh man, what that ledge key was a small key, right? That we saw the lumberjack one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we there's no outstanding big keys that we know of, I think.
No, we don't know about any of them. Yeah. Alright, so 112 out of 117 desert. We just walked past a liftable rock for an item. So there's 4 unknown. I know that prdwong checked more of these things earlier.
Yeah,
but I don't know exactly what was left.
Got his.
He finished at 115 out of 117, I'm pretty sure. So obviously one of the left behinds was that glove rock.
Yeah, which we... Yeah, I'm starting to run out of... Like, there's a few places that had like a... Like you could save scum, like a one small key door, I think, that had like an item or two in a dungeon.
It might end up just being the Sahasrahla check. Where was it? Sahasrahla was on Death Mountain.
Yeah. Well, and I think we said that when PRD killed
I think we're
Vitreous
doing that
and
right
Idol.
now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's on his way.
Oh, is this it?
You don't have time to set up a poll.
Oh, I already had a poll.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that's fine for
oh,
Telethar.
that's the dead key, right?
Yeah, that's the dead key.
Yeah.
That's huge for Telethar, actually.
Yeah, it is. God, if that had been the swamp big though, that would, and like gloves were on Argus, that would have been amazing.
Into that time of night where the Twitch chat is coming out of File's mouth.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's like it's 1:30. I'm tired. Shovel into mushroom into pedestal into your mom.
Oh man. God. But yeah, like 100% at this point, you, regardless of which runner we're talking about, you feel like shit. Like you feel absolutely behind.
You're staring at the race time GG window, hoping your opponent puts you out of your misery or forfeits or something.
Yep. You're just sitting there waiting, like, dude, just come on, just finish. I want to go home.
What are they? Do you think one of them's playing from work or something? I'm gonna laugh if was it because the pyramid crack is a shop?
Yup. We find the ice rod to get the other good crystal to.
Yep.
God.
I mean, it's possible. With Trinex is very accessible. I'm trying to think of like we're legit running out of places to go, Andy. Like.
Yeah. Telethar is like, dude, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. Oh, did we see this part of desert? I don't think anyone opened that door. Yeah, this is a new chest, maybe?
Oh!
Oh, okay.
I cry.
Oh god, it hurts. And meanwhile, PRD's like, surely there's something in this dungeon. Nope. I mean, silvers are nice, but we don't give two craps about that.
No, we haven't found any gloves yet. Kelsey is hogging in the doorway right now at the fact that we haven't found gloves at the 2.5 hour mark.
And PRD's just like,
what the fuck?
He sees the big key door and he's like, I hate everyone and everything.
Like that video of that dude who quit at like a Staples and he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. I'm out of here.
No, that's from that Ryan Reynolds movie, isn't it?
I don't. Maybe it's also in that, but there was like a viral video of some dude doing that in a video.
It's like Half Baked, isn't it? Isn't that the?
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, chat's backing me up. Yeah.
Isn't it from SpongeBob? Yeah, dude. Patrick just was on one day.
Dude, as an old millennial, whenever anyone says something is from SpongeBob, like I get angry.
No.
I'm just like, get out of here, you young piece of crap. Don't tell me anything's from SpongeBob. I hate you.
Dude, SpongeBob probably like just flosses every episode now.
Yeah.
Alright, not on Bombo's tablets. The points, give me my points.
Alright, Doobie Lee calling me out. I was thinking of the one where, is it Waiting? I forget what it's called, where he's in that movie with all the... And that young guy's the waiter or whatever, and then he cusses everyone out. I always confuse that for the half-baked scene. Again, brain power at 130, not exactly at its strongest.
Oh god. Yeah, we need at least one glove. We need a swamp big. We need an ice rod. We need to find a dungeon.
We all don't forget the all-important will to go on item. We need to find that also.
It's true.
Oh man, this is just a brutal seed. Like what is the answer? Like what?
Oh, we have a pod big for this?
Oh
Nope.
oh,
I'm
no.
crying.
No. Why? Oh, yeah, since it's been 2 hours and you haven't noticed, you should look at your Discord DM for me, Andy, and see the picture that I've been staring at. Oh, the last two? Oh, nothing. Thanks, buddy.
God. Yeah, my bad.
To let everyone in on the secret, to watch the restream, Andy's. So I'm not on like a big delay for the video. I'm watching Andy's Discord broadcast of his OBS, and he had an object clicked in OBS. So I had this like giant grid over the top of the. I've been watching that for the last 2 hours.
God. God.
I was saving that to lift spirits 2 hours in, and I'm feeling we're gonna need another 2-hour spirit lift at some point.
Dude, I'm just waiting for the Aga kill for the like the GT small key or something.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe a castle tower small key.
I was actually just thinking, we haven't gotten all of our Skullwoods vitals, I don't
Yeah,
think.
I think
the
there's
highest
one
any runner's
left.
got is 3. Yeah.
I think they both have 2, but one of the 2 is different for each person. We haven't seen the left, like what's normally the left drop down in like the pots in that room because it was small key locked.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But we have all of them now. So yeah, this is like the big, prdwong has overtaken Telethar in checks, and that's mostly because of the Skullwoods. Telethar's just skipped a lot of stuff in here.
Well, because of what, PRD never got the vitals hint, right?
Yeah.
So he was more apt to just crank through this place looking for items.
Yeah, Telethar got a Skullwoods 4 vitals hint, found 2 of them, and then kind of got stuck and was just like, right, I'm out of here. We have that Eastern.
I was gonna say, does Telethar have that key? I was
no,
just looking at his.
He does not.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
But
does not have it marked.
prdwong does. I think prdwong had one more castle tower key going in the first time than Telethar did.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh man, so the Hera, I guess we already knew the Hera checks from Telethar.
Yeah.
Did Telethar full clear it though? Did he get down all the way down?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think he did either.
I'm pretty sure this Skullwoods entrance was garbage. I think there's nothing you can do from this point.
Yeah, I'm super curious about that drop down.
It has to be.
And which one it would be.
I mean, you can just open the door, so it doesn't matter as much anymore.
Yeah,
but
that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, round 2. Let's go, baby.
Let's do it. Almost.
Didn't get grabbed.
He did the exact same setup that got him in trouble last time.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, if you just walk up against that railing, you can walk to the left with your sword down, and it's a free lineup for bomb jump.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, it just reminds me of what I do for the fire rod room when you're trying to bomb jump it.
Mm.
Another delicious Potto Lotto room.
Dude, I can't believe this prediction.
Oh, it happened! It happened! He didn't even open the last pot.
that
He just failed.
that might have been his last vital, potentially. Not before the 228 mark.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I was just like, oh, what if the big key's there?
How had we not seen that room on prdwong's side?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
Did he forget about it, or?
I guess like he ran out of small keys and maybe hasn't gone back to Skullwood since. But damn.
Yeah, maybe he's heading that way now.
I think at this point you're like, dude, I don't know. I'll just go to Skullwoods.
I mean, in Potto Lotto, it's not a bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad play. Especially since he doesn't have the hint. Oh no, that's not where he's going.
Flute activating,
activating
maybe?
the flute, maybe? Yeah.
Jesus. Alright, now you're like, okay, well, I got these glove entrances. Please, for the love of God, Eastern, just have all the rest of my items that I need. Thank you.
Yes. Well, I mean, Cold Stair accessible. There was a few item checks there with the lifted rock and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Three
Tons
extras.
of other locations.
All those one rocks and dungeons that you can't get to anymore. All right, here's the Thieves Town.
Yeah, and we know the cracked tile is in Thieves Town from a previous hint. I do not think we've gotten any hints about vitals for this dungeon, so.
I don't think so either.
So I mean, because what we need the swamp big. And don't we need a small from somewhere? My brain is turning into goo, man. Oh wait, we need ice rod, yeah.
Yeah, well, Telethar getting Wallmaster there, like, using a small key on that door that early in the dungeon is not super ideal, because you could very well, like, Skullwoods has a lot of checks, it usually has a lot of keys. You're not just going to willy-nilly use a key on that door when you know that an upwards transition can also lead you there.
Yeah. And there's drops you can do to save and quit to get around key doors typically in that dungeon.
Yeah, so you, like, your first trip into Skullwoods, you're usually pretty safe with your small keys. Zero Thieves small keys is a blessing. You love to see it.
Yeah, this is just a fat 50 items in a dungeon clear. Because I Telethar, I think both of the runners have gotten the Thieves Town cracked tile hint.
Yeah. And like honestly, you know, prdwong not that much later to this glove. So no. This is still
this race is actually still very close.
Still a race.
Both the runners going clockwise. I guess it makes sense with the way the tiles are dropping.
Oh! See you, glove.
Oh, debated so hard.
prdwong is probably just like, fuck!
Just the entire time he's being lifted up by the wall master. It's just... Oh, man. All right, that was the jolt of energy I needed. Thanks, PRD.
I'm glad Kelsey was awake and just sitting in my office for this because I absolutely would have woken her up otherwise.
That was awesome. I'm so happy right now. So we've had a hilarious blooper moment from both runners in this race. Good stuff.
In that exact same super tile, no less.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, we knew the skip pot had to be nothing because we knew Skullwoods only had 4 vital items and we had seen 3 of them already.
Yep. Does not look like there's been a whole lot exciting in Thieves Town here. Unless you count the Castle Tower Compass as exciting, which I do personally. I always forget how many pots are in Fishbone Room until I'm like there.
Yeah, there's a good bit. All right, if you didn't know, bonking...
I was gonna say, I don't think I knew that. I might have just learned something.
Bonking over bunny beams does not work. Man.
Telethar also having a learning moment as to how the pitfalls in that room work.
It's just easier to like
Right.
even.
It's so much more fun to just sit here and rip on the runners than it is to play.
Required? No.
Ooh, no.
One of the big
not
keys
swamp.
we are not looking for, unfortunately.
That is hilarious.
We also don't even know if the big thing currently does Telethar remember that Eastern Big is in Castle Tower, and do we need it?
Yeah.
Because we literally have no clue.
No, we haven't set foot in that dungeon.
What got skipped in here?
That's a good question. It must have happened while we were enjoying the shenanigans from PRD there.
Probably.
All right, chat bailing us out.
Yep. Shout outs to chat.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so confirmed this dungeon had pee poo poo.
Hey, had a crystal. Had a crystal.
True. Our 5th one of the evening.
I enjoyed the pee pee poo poo though. I was here for it.
It's no longer a family friendly stream.
You watch your gosh down mouth poop rat butt.
Excuse me.
Like, I like how my idea of a bad swear word, like faking it, is rat's butt. Like, I got nothing. Look, I'm tired.
At the very least,
go back and make Golden Light number 4.
if we do need that Eastern Big, it's literally right next to Sank Save and Quit, so that's like the one saving grace for Telethar currently.
Yeah, that is true.
What's the reason to not pick up Mirror Shield? It makes the game lag more.
Yup. And you never really need it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get 2 more glove checks over here. I am super curious as to where the like that Eastern Palace entrance is gonna be.
Ooh, this is juicy. All right, so let's see.
A lot of pots in here, kids, in case you're forgetting.
Yeah, Spike Cave goes from 1 check to 10 checks. It's fantastic. All right, there's a required item.
Oh, there's our ice rod. That's one of the items we needed. Heck yeah.
Small key to Eastern. God, there's a lot of small keys for Eastern.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried that that's going to be a maze.
So the entrances we have left, we have I think the Light World and Dark World like bumper caves behind rocks. We have this one we're about to check. We have GT entrance.
Hookshot Cave Rock.
GT entrance, Dark Death Mountain Hookshot Cave. There it is. 68.
Yeah,
8
GT
small
with the 3
keys
crystals.
is pretty spooky.
Yeah, that's a little.
That
could still be doable. I think it's whether or not the big key is required. I think is going to be the big issue from Telethar here.
Ooh, a vanilla one in here is really nice.
3 small. I mean, it is possible to require all 8 small keys in a linear layout. Like unlikely, but possible. Oh, was that? That was the last small key. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So prdwong only has 5 currently. So he's not gonna have all 8 going in here. So
yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on
if there's any wasted small key doors in here.
For a dungeon layout of this size, my guess would probably be that there usually is one, but you never know.
What do we got?
Was this worth the... I guess he can do whatever he wants with these, yeah.
Yeah, 2 smalls. Castle Tower. Ganon's Tower.
The mystery and allure of GT is already faded away.
Yeah, Telethar did not get it in Aga Tower earlier. Def has all of the Castle Tower keys now, though, so definitely can get it if he ends up needing it. It was also hinted, so it is known that it's in Castle Tower. I'm pretty sure they both saw that hint.
Thanks, Khaleesi.
This is not looking great for the small key situation for prdwong.
No, well, he could skip that pre-Argus swim center door.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of juicy pots behind it, but like if you're looking to skip a door, that would be one you could justify coming back to. Because you will have already had your ice rod at that point. Because what, it's just swamp big? Is that like all we're looking for items?
Mm-hmm. Swamp big.
So I mean, it would be a painful skip with all the pots, but like, you know, versus not being able to complete the dungeon, that's a pretty reasonable take, I think.
Okay. So that's a potentially skippable door if you don't open it and you walk up the Freezord steps instead.
Oh, yep.
So that's nice.
A pain, but fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down to that. Yep,
exactly. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. This could be PRD's chance to catch up if Telethar's got to go digging.
Yeah.
Not literally digging. We already did the dig games, but.
Oh, Thieves Town? Or Swamp, excuse me. We already did Thieves Town? Okay, so that's go mode. Assuming that prdwong can get to Armos.
Yes, because we still don't know what's behind.
Oh, he doesn't have the ice rod yet. Because he hasn't done Spike Cave yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Spike Cave. He didn't
so
pick it up. Okay.
Did he go to the? Did he just go to the Light Worlds?
That's a good question. Did he not?
Or did he Dark World and Mirror and do the Light World entrance first?
Hard to say. We were kind of watching Telethar because he got there first.
Oh, just Light World is a huge problem, actually.
Yeah. He's gonna have a real hard time getting back to that entrance if he's isolated it like that.
There it is.
Yep. There's our Eastern Big. Yeah, might as well finish off the room while you're here, I guess. All right, is PRD going to skip this center door? I think it probably won't be relevant, but it could be. Nope.
Man. Yeah, I think coming here in exclusively the Light World kind of negates the time loss from Telethar not having that Eastern Big and then some.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I mean, he's got so many other places to go that instead of that one isolated Dark Shopping Mall check.
Yeah, you have what, like two entrances on Dark Death Mountain, two entrances in North.
He's got like Ice Palace to finish up.
Yeah.
Turtle Rock. Like there's like.
Well, can't finish Turtle Rock without that ice rod.
Oh yeah, thank you, yeah. But Ice Palace at the very least, go kill Cold Stare, lift up the two or the rocks and the pots behind the big rock. PRD might have been regretting his opening that center Swamp Palace Super Towel door there.
He's only found the one vanilla small key in here so far. Alright, so there's Swamp Big. So that's go mode for Telethar, guaranteed. So yeah, there's that lead. Not that, I guess not the lead, but there's the the time save that prdwong could have had pretty much gone.
Yep. Unnecessary turtle rock small. Yeah, I'm curious how he missed one of the
I think it might have been that Turtle Rock pipe room, and he might have not like gone through the secondary pipe and only gone through the
'cause
door.
they were both in the one was in the upper right and the other one was in the pipe. Yeah, you're right. So I mean he could come back for it, but
Yo, Locke, thanks for the raid, dude. I imagine, oh, that's not the boss. Wow.
yeah. Interesting.
So maybe we didn't need that big key after all.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just assumed that the way the room was laid out when Telethar immediately bailed that he just must have had a
Yeah,
better
I
lead on it than I did.
assume that too.
Yeah.
Oh man, this small key.
Oh man, that small
Oh,
key
God.
door, though. Oh, might not be necessary
Oh
though.
nope. Okay, we found it on
Yeah,
PRD's
okay, there
side.
we go. That's probably a big sigh of relief for PRD there.
I don't think they needed this eastern big key, Plumeria, because you could have.
Yeah, you can just drop down.
Telethar definitely found the room north of it, and he could have just dropped down into that room.
Also could have bomb jumped over too.
Yeah. Swamp Big was behind Eastern Big? No, I don't think so. Maybe it was in that other route that was big key locked. It might have been potentially.
It's possible. Yeah, I'm not willing to hard commit to anything when it's almost 2
same.
a.m.
I can only commit to that one specific big key door was not required.
Yeah, and here's the small key the PRD didn't get. It's kind of irrelevant now. Yeah, I think that ice rod is going to be what breaks this game for him.
Yeah, just the decision to flute 8 instead of save and quit sank and tackle both entrances.
Yep.
Potentially. Nope. I was gonna say if he goes sank, maybe he's gonna go ice rod or dark ice rod. Man, can't believe Telethar didn't remember which one of these up entrances had Trinex. Unbelievable.
2.5 hours later.
Yeah, God, we're back to Swamp, which is fine. You got to beat the boss, but like, just all time sync.
Yep. I mean, it's a pretty logical play, right? Like you do this, you do ice, do the stuff you know you've got to do. Maybe ice rod will turn up on the way.
Yeah.
But we know that that's not the truth. It's almost as disappointing as having a pressure cooker lid that doesn't safely adhere to the top of it. Callback.
Alright, so we got Eastern
just
over here.
Hard lock. No filler rooms. Just
Turtle Rock.
straight.
Swamp. Yeah, truly unfortunate. This would have been an extremely close race.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not speed gaming here. We're not going to talk about how many Ganon falls it's going to take for Telethar to lose this race. This is pretty just unsurmountable.
Yeah. Yeah, no need to fake it. Although if you guys want to be like speed gaming, we could start discussing what's on pedestal. I'm here for it.
What's Telethar's MSU? This is all from Hollow Knight.
Imagine having audio.
Well, we're currently listening to Hornet's theme. If you'd like to hum it in your head.
You know, I appreciate the blow by blow. I'm here for it. So yeah, this is. I mean, nothing's over till it's over. But this is, as you mentioned, a pretty insurmountable lead at this point. Like, I don't. Even if PRD like could ESP the location of Ice Rod and then go get it, like he'd still be behind.
Yeah. The only situation where prdwong is not behind here is if Ice Rod was currently in his inventory.
I think look at how close it would be, right? They're literally in the same room.
Yeah, the Swamp Palace dip, it would be a little longer than the Turtle Rock dip.
Is he not getting those pots?
Yep, guess not. Those don't have the Ice Rod. See ya.
Yeah. All right.
Using that ESP, we just talked about.
I guess. All right. I mean, a pretty acceptable gold stare. Oh, do you have a vital item hint? All right. Thanks, Chad.
Cool. I definitely don't remember seeing an Ice Palace vital hint, so.
Yeah, I don't either, but.
Swamp Palace, right next to Old Man Save and Quit. Nice and easy.
Yep.
And Ganon is very nicely just in the graveyard, which is where Telethar is about to put him anyways, so.
Wow. Good work.
Aha!
You fucking nailed that one, dude. I'm so happy right now. A+.
Listen, when you turn your brain off at 2:52 in the morning,
that's
sometimes gold comes out.
Coming out right there, just smooth, without even trying. Wow, that Stealthos really did not want him to hook shots at that switch.
Telethar is zero worried about the third key. He already saw that it is not required.
Yep.
Because I think so it was from the desert like right side hub, and then going north in that right side hub, not through the Popo room, was the other side of the key door from the bottom right of that desert hub. Hope you caught all that. If you're looking at the spoiler log, it would say say desert lobby right northeast exit to desert lobby right southeast exit.
Did I hear a fucking niner in there? What was that?
Oh.
All right, so Telethar getting crystal number 7 here.
Maybe
trouble with.
Maybe this.
There we go.
Argus is pretty rough.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can die to an Argus.
How many Argus falls behind?
Oh my god. Telethar just got 2 puff attacks on Argus with a tempered sword. Overwrote the silver arrow damage with a poke or a spin attack. Let's go.
We don't have to feel bad about making fun of him. He's gonna win this.
It's true.
At least that's what a non-sociopath would say.
I wouldn't feel bad anyways. Sociopath here.
Hey, there's the magic shop.
Yep. Haven't turned the mushroom in yet though.
Oh yeah, we never saw GT, did we?
Nope. We found all 4 swords. 2 of their swords were, or both of their tempered swords were different swords.
Correct.
One was in a dungeon somewhere, and one was Capacity Fairy, I believe.
Yeah, Capacity Fairy was definitely the one I think that Telethar got.
Yeah. Ooh, King's Tomb. What do we got? Ha ha!
Worth. Should be a pretty quick work from Telethar here with silvers and tempered.
Red mail. Could give Ganon a couple hugs and still be alive.
Yeah. But how many Ganon falls, Andy?
A lot.
Yes. You find Sil. You gotta hit him first, dude.
You do.
You got it. Vamos doesn't light torches. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. What a gamer.
All right, there's the triple.
Oh, Ganon worked very nicely.
Get your GGs in the chat for finishing over an hour later than Ari did earlier today.
Hey, Ari wasn't playing Pottery Lottery. Come on.
That's true. GGs.
GGs.
I imagine we'll get a FF here if prdwong looks at the race room. Sometimes, you know, the runners don't look at the race room. Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. It started off so promising too, like a lot of seeds that are bad often do.
Yeah.
You know, the child doesn't cry until you give him an ice cream cone and then take it away, right?
The gloves time was a little after 2:28.
Yeah, it was right around the 2:30-ish.
It was like, I think it was legitimately check 798 for Telethar and like 805 for prdwong or something like that.
PRD just responded in the race chat, so he did see Telethar's finish.
Yeah.
The two gentlemen giving each other the GGs. Good sportsmanship. I'd be a salty MFer after this seed though.
Yeah, I'm not one, like, if I'm close to finishing, I'll like finish it out, but like if I'm losing a tournament race, like, quit, cut stream. I'll see you later.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, Ice Rod was in Spike Cave, which was at Dark Ice Rod Area Rock entrance.
Yep. And the big difference, it just came down to Telethar taking the Dark World path to there and being able to do both versus PRD just taking the flute, the easy path.
All right, we got the Sank save and quit here, so maybe we're gonna go check this entrance.
Maybe.
Where? Video capture device. Oh god, I didn't want that to be so large.
I'm enjoying it.
Fresh cut Juno. Oh, the other glove was on the mushroom turn-in, which was glove locked.
Oh, wow. Yeah, PRD is going to pick up his...
Yo, he gets to skip 9 checks in this dungeon, in this room. Let's go.
He does.
Love that.
That's efficiency. I like how the stream implies that your dog is a dwarven breadsmith.
Now my dog is a poverty-struck kid. So sad.
I don't know. It's got too fly of a haircut to be too poverty.
You're at here. Golden doodles are cute.
This much is true.
Yeah, prdwong gonna be finishing up here. Like even with this ice rod shenanigans, not too far behind.
Wow, the maximum disrespect, Beery.
Yep.
No, he'll be done quite shortly here. I respect the finish.
Yeah.
Even if it is late, I respect it.
I'm like 95% sure prdwong is West Coast, so it's midnight over there. It's fine. It's not even late.
Those are gamer hours.
I think.
Oh, your dog left her. He could have been an executive producer.
Oh no. Oh man. What a seed.
Here's an inside glimpse for the chat for Andy's stream. The source of the cam on the dog is literally called Doggo Cam. So
that's incredibly true.
It is. Yep. It's good stuff. All right, we'll have a pretty quick. Now the real question is will PRD attempt to light the torches with bombos like Telethar did? That's going to be the real question.
Yeah, GG's Telethar on your great win. So how about that Skull Woods room where you bumpered and got wall mastered simultaneously, huh?
And then you came back an hour later to pick up your glove.
Telethar, you're not supposed to be in here. You spoiled it. God.
Oh man, just terrible human beings. He comes in here all happy. He gets to play Airy in the finals. We're just like shitting all over him. No, this was quite the seed, man. For a Pottery Lottery seed, just like an hour of sheer white knuckle terror, like finding pot after pot has nothing in it.
Yeah, God. It was like a solid like hour and 30 minutes of basically nothing important.
Yeah, nothing. No, you mean it was an hour and 30 minutes of talk about culvers and pressure cookers and various. Oh no! Oh
That's
no!
why,
We summoned the speed gaming chat. No.
Except it's backwards. See what's speed gaming backwards? Nemag Deeps. There we go. You say that in the mirror 3 times, I'm pretty sure you get murdered.
Yeah, you say that in the mirror 3 times, you summon 100 people asking what's on the pedestal. And then you shoot yourself.
You actually pull pedestal and it's a gun, and then you shoot yourself.
And then you just dark. I love it. We've been playing Rando too long, man. We're just jaded.
Absolutely.
The magic and special fire inside is gone.
No, you get put on the pedestal. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, there you go. You could change that sprite to just like, you could custom inject your own ROM and just have it be like a pug's face or something, just for maximum branding.
Instead of the sword being stuck in the stone, you have like a little curly tail coming out.
Yeah, there you not. See, now you're speed gaming. Now you're gaming.
Yo, H Dragon Kaiser, thanks to the year of sub, and I appreciate it.
That's a year of support and devotion.
It's a long time.
You love to see it. All right, are we gonna get Ganonfall number 2?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Honestly, all things considered, 9 minutes after Telethar finishes, didn't quite get the sub 3, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we are joined by a Telethar. GG's Telethar. I'm sorry for all those terrible things you heard us say about you right at the end there.
I heard nothing. It's fine.
No, that's perfect.
Oh man.
Sorry that took so long. That glove
man.
eluded me for some weird reason.
Yeah, that was rough. Like we were even talking about it. Like if you don't, go through whatever you went through in that room the first time, like I don't think you use your small key there anyways that early, because that was like right when you were checking the dungeon the first time.
I probably the reason I didn't go back was because I got a hint that said there was 4 vital items, and then I got another hint that said one of them was pod, and then I got 2 Meyer keys, and so I'm like, okay, well.
Oh, that's why you left. We knew you had found 2, and I didn't think you had found the pod small yet. I didn't see that hint.
Yeah, I knew I didn't care at all about the pod key. Like,
yeah,
it was never gonna matter because I knew I had a key save somewhere in there, and it was a pendant, and I beaten the boss. It was worthless to me. So it's like, oh, do I want to dig out 130 items to find one vital item, which is probably a key I don't need? Nah, I'll just leave.
Yeah, which is smart play, honestly.
Very reasonable at the time.
In retrospect, not so great.
Very reasonable at the time.
An hour later, I regret my decision.
Well, we thought it was funny that you had the Wallmaster incident, on the same super tower where the glove was, and you ended up coming back like an hour later to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also got prdwong joining us as well. Welcome, GG's.
GG's, Telethar.
Yeah, GG's, Purdy.
I'm surprised it was actually that close, because when I found the gloves, I was like, oh, well, it's over.
Yeah, so I more or less last located the glove, probably as well.
Yeah,
it was like brutal, I think,
from each other on the glove
yeah.
pickup. It was close.
Yeah, so it's the same for you. You found 2 of the 4 vital items. You knew one of them was a pod key, and you're like, all right, I'm out of here.
I had no idea what I found in Skullwoods. Yeah.
PRD hadn't found that hint yet, so by the time they found it, it was just like, oh god. one of those.
I had gotten like half the dungeon already. I was like, I probably got most of it, right? There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So
finally, like an hour earlier or however long before you were in Skullwoods, Telethar, you did that bomb jump, got bumpied with by the beetle into the bumper into the Wallmaster. prdwong, same super tile, saw that glove, lifted up the pot and got Wallmastered and just watched the glove. It was so.
Oh man.
I was like,
highlight of my night.
I just screamed like, fuck!
Like, you just see the icon of the glove you've been looking for like an hour and a half for as you're like slowly dragged to the front of the entrance.
God.
Good stuff.
Yeah, this was rough. You were both like right around 800 checks collected when you got that glove.
Which is preposterous.
Also,
it was everything else like really early though. So I guess.
Yeah, that escape was loaded as all hell.
Oh yeah.
We also
that's
did.
How the bad seeds always start, right? They start off looking good.
Yep.
Yeah, we enjoyed Plumeria telling you guys not to leave the exits in Rain State, and both of you leaving an exit in Rain State.
I was like,
yelling at you
hopefully
in Andy's
nothing
chat.
goes wrong here.
Yeah.
And then like we laughed because Telethar went back into escape and like went out the other exit that you guys had found earlier to Mire area. We're like, oh dude, this could be huge. You have early Pearl, Mire area, and then Old Man's literally right next door. And we're like, oh, that's fucking stupid. But yeah, this was a really good race. It was incredibly close. You guys were like right behind each other, pretty much keeping pace check wise, like from
for that whole middle stretch. I don't think anybody was within like 20 CR of each other. Like you guys were just keeping pace, just slogging through all that garbage items.
Yeah, it was all just the decision to Telethar finishing Thieves Town and going Sank to do both of the Ice Rod rocks together.
Yeah, I ordinarily would do that, but then I was like, I gotta be behind with the glove. Let me just go straight for the fastest check. Hope it's in there. Like when I found Eastern, I was like, okay, yeah, let's hope it's on the way, but it wasn't.
Yeah, and so the whole time, Telethar was first to Eastern. It didn't have the Eastern big yet, but had all the Eastern small keys. Where you were still missing one because it was right next to the ice rod, and so we were like, "Oh, dude, like, if we don't know if we need this big key, we don't know if prdwong is gonna need that extra small key, and then the door that I think we did end up needing the Eastern big key for the swamp big key. I think that was the consensus. I'm exhausted, so I was like laughing when the Turtle Rock like boss room big key door led to like the Ice Palace hub, and I was like, LMAO, why did he leave if it's just that? but
I was just done. Like I'm like, all right, I don't know if I need this key, but I'm done searching this place, not finding or not knowing. I'm just gonna grab this key. Maybe the ice rod will be, or maybe the swamp big will be there. No, never mind. It was in Eastern.
Yeah, but I think it was behind that north big key door, like at the start of the dungeon, anyways. But yeah, this was a really, really good race. Shout outs to you guys for doing this into the late hours of the evening.
Thank you for doing the restream in the very late hours of your evening.
Yeah, I had a nice coffee with Bailey's at midnight to power through this bad boy.
Gets the job done.
So yeah, Telethar will be moving on to the finals against up-and-coming Doors player Roar PS.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about him before. But...
Yeah, came out of nowhere, and has just dominated start to finish.
I think that kid's got a future in Link to the Past racing, man.
Yeah, how you feeling?
It's gonna be rough. I mean, we did like of all the seeds for the 6 like placements, I think Ari got like first or second in like every single one of them. His like overall time was like his overall score was way above anyone else's. So and then he just completely stomped on Scholzer today, so that made me very confident too. So we'll see.
This is the second time I've looked at this list today. Let's see. Week 1, Telethar actually won. Was the best time in week 1. Ari was a measly 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Ari second in week 2. Telethar number 3. So Telethar starting off hot. Ari another second. Telethar 4th. I mean that's kind of like what you had to do to make top 8. You just had to have good weeks pretty much every week. Let's see, Ari number 1 in week 4, Telethar number 3. Like, this is gonna be a pretty good race.
Don't sell yourself short, Telethar. Like you like everyone in this top 8 is like exceptionally skilled at this. Like it's anybody's game if you can bring your A game.
Oh, here's the scuff in the armor. Week 5, Ari 5th and Telethar 16th.
Whoa. Must have got wall mastered that one.
And then Ari and Telethar 4th and 6th in week 6. So yeah,
those are pretty close, man. Pretty small margins except for that 1 week.
Yeah, by and large, the what a lot of this comes down to is like you have to be a really good player at this mode, and then don't get, you know, wall mastered and miss your glove, or hope your opponent also does.
Yeah. But yeah, really good race. GG's both of you. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna forcibly wrap this up.
Nice.
But thank you both for putting on a good show. Thanks for letting us restream. If you're gonna watch it back, I'm just gonna warn you, like, the middle hour and a half of this is us talking about beer and fast food.
And slow cookers.
And slow cookers, yeah.
That's probably for the best. Not much was happening in the game.
But
awesome. Yeah, thanks again, guys. It was a good show. You guys put on a good show for sure. It was very entertaining. Minus that middle hour. All right, so yeah, sounds like that'll wrap it up for us. So thanks again, gentlemen.
Yep, see y'all later. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't lying. I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it a lot. I will see y'all tomorrow with your regularly scheduled stream. Probably be late morning. I have a meeting at 10, I think. Maybe 10:30. I should probably check before I go to sleep, huh? Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.